I do that? Hello and welcome to D&D. I'm GoodKhaotic, your dungeon master, and today we're going to continue on with the story of the city of Arkwich, where things are, you're not in Arkwich. Don't give me the look. I saw the look. We're not in Arkwich, but it's essentially the story of.
Did we ever leave?
No, you're still in Arkwich.
Wait, what? He admitted it.
Surprise!
I knew it.
We will start by introducing ourselves with the bestest of girls, who has the bestest of intentions, but the worstest of executions.
And the bestest of follow through. I play Lucia Peritos, who is a lovably possessed, Shuni, former oracle, sorcerer, warlock, who has daddy issues that we're probably going to work out or just totally destroy her through in the next few episodes.
It's going to be great. Next, we will now we'll introduce the golden-haired bard who wasn't here last time because he hates us.
Yes, I do.
He said it.
What if I just left the call? Yeah, I'm Marlon. I'm playing Oliver, and medication changes suck.
True.
So sleeping is good.
True.
That's what happened for last time. And also, I'm very curious to see what happened to me, because I could be anywhere.
Yeah.
We don't know.
You could even be in a box.
I could be in a box.
I hope not.
Box.
What's in the box? It's Oliver. Oliver's in the box.
But he has the
mystery
bag of
box
holding.
could be anything. It could even be an Oliver.
Yeah. Could even be a boat.
You know how long we've already wanted a boat, Lois?
Just take the boat, Peter.
We'll take the box. Family Guy's gone downhill. Next, we will introduce the monkey, who's gonna drop it all the way from the tippy top.
Oh yeah, brother. That's me. I'm Tito. I'm a barbarian, pretending to be a monk. I like to fist fight.
Yeah, we are. I'm trying. Oh, you're. Unfortunately, your levels are actually hard coded on the picture, so that's not changing the stream or recording. And last, and certainly not least, the alignment confused paladin.
I am Borin, the very sure of himself paladin. He is doing the right thing. He knows that. And we decided we're probably about to go to Arkwich, and I'm kind of excited because I think it's going to be a great learning experience, as I've never been there.
Perfect.
He's definitely bi-curious on his alignment.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He dabbles in either or.
I dabble
We've gone
in
beyond
chaotic evil.
We've gone beyond alignments. I feel like I don't know she was lawful good when we started, very clearly. And I don't know now.
They call that
She's compromised good now?
He's alignment fluid.
Good.
So, I've gone back and forth who to start with. I think we're gonna start with not Oliver. You chose poorly.
But that's what we need to know.
I know. You know when
Start with Tito,
it's like the TV show that ends on the cliffhanger, so you go back to it, and it's like some backstory BS. No!
20 minutes into it.
Oh, they're fine.
And am I still at 1 hit point with 12 tempo points? Are we going back to right where we stopped?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're almost.
I think it's funny either way. Either we go back to me, and then you guys don't know if you're dying or not, or we go back to you, and you still don't happen to me.
Yeah.
Definitely dying.
So, a reminder for all of you, what happened last time was they finally saved 2 of their compatriots, Rex and Bingo, from
My nannies.
his nannies or guards, bodyguards.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Secret Service, but I feel like they're also like they play Go Fish with her a lot.
We'll call him the Secret Fervus.
Oh, that might be offensive. Lucy does not like dog jokes. She's a shooty.
Well, Lucy's one of
Do you not have fur?
most shooty don't mind it. Lucy's unique.
Do you not have fur? Tito's got
Lucy.
fur. What's offensive about fur?
That's actually what we're
You
calling
heard?
Lucy. That's our official title.
It's like, Lucy, your brother came up with it.
So what they went to a different plane, and they rescued them from a prison, and then they got chased out by a dragon, barely surviving, not knowing what happened to their BFF Oliver, who was missing for some reason, and they just abandoned him there on a plane of existence that they had never been to before.
We feel really bad about it. I left magical notes.
She did leave magical notes.
It sounds like you already figured out what is happening to me, but it actually kind of makes sense that it might be weird for me to go through like plane teleportation because I'm two kind of different people at the same time.
You're two absolutely cool.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You're gonna come back as an amalgamation of two Olivers.
Yeah, or like I just can't go through it all because like my it doesn't match up in the Matrix or whatever. I don't know.
We'll have to make a moral decision of which one we get rid of by getting rid of the new one by pulling them apart.
Stretch small Oliver.
Just show up in the new plane as image not found.
Yeah, small Oliver.
The Gmod
Small.
purple and black box. You're just a not found texture.
Error 404.
So we'll obviously we're gonna keep going with the group that just narrowly escaped with their lives from the portal. You watch as
Well, we did escape with our lives. You just acknowledged it.
you look towards
Tito
the
snoozing.
hole in the air, ripping through to the plane of shadow that you just escaped from, and you catch a glimpse of the creature pulling up away from that hole, sucking in extra light as it swoops up and to the left. Its dark skin seems to boil slightly from the light slipping through, and it roars loudly as it pulls away. The portal warbles and starts to shrink, and you watch as the image changes from the dark alien landscape to that of a green meadow with a tall mountain in the background. And then you watch as Oliver's lifeless body flops onto the ground motionless. It's the last thing you see as the portal zips shut.
Samesies.
Rex and Bingo look around, panting, faces stained with soot, tired, sunken, gaunt eyes and skin like they are slightly malnourished, a rank odor coming from them both. They look around with big, toothy grins on their face. Hey, Lucy, thank you.
I need to be carried to heal them. And she's like, oh, trying to crawl, and she's fatigued.
And their tails are like wagging very
There's
gently.
a cute cough, like a Powerpuff Girl cough.
Lucy, we'll take care of you. And they start to, crawl towards you.
Oh, they're fatigued too. Oh no.
Tito, you and Grant, you and Boren are also
Boren.
there. I forgot your name. You're both there as well, hanging out. Back in the city of Sancta Verde, midday.
Somebody has probably healed us.
Well, I'm at 5 HP because we were healed before we stopped.
I forgot. You,
Oh, we were?
You guys.
I think so. I put 5 HP for some reason.
I thought we ended at,
Oh, wait,
at
no.
just a client, like a
We are
cliffhanger of
unconscious.
us being unconscious coming through
yeah,
the portal.
that's right. Yeah.
Who did I haste? Because that's why I hasted myself, so I can't move. Who else did I haste? Was it
You hasted Rex or Bingo?
Yeah. it
oh,
was
Rex?
one
Because
of
Bingo
them.
jumped on his back,
Hasted
right?
Rex, yeah.
So Bingo is the one I'm saying to carry me over to them to heal them. Because I can't
Yes.
move.
Bingo's also crawling towards you.
And we changed planes unconscious.
And-
Bingo, this isn't a game. Please pick me up.
Oh, okay. And he stands up and he runs over. And he stands up
Oh, my
and he runs
bad.
over. Oh, sorry, I thought we were playing.
He's like, take me to them.
And he picks
I
you
point at the heap of Tito and Boren.
and he sets you down in front of him. I'm sorry.
Spare the dying, spare the
I
dying.
just thought it was. They're not dying. Oh
Okay.
no, they were dying. You're right.
Because the last thing I was doing, I was
That's
trying to
how
mention
that
them, and I
works.
realized I'm fatigued.
Yeah. Oh, guys, give me a death saving throw. Just out of
No,
curiosity.
just spare the dying. Does that stop that?
It does, but this would be like the one round that you were fatigue-weed.
Oh.
Fatigue.
Tito rolled a 9.
That's one death. That's one fail from Tito. Nice.
Hold on, I gotta actually kill myself.
Perfect. Hang on, I gotta kill myself.
Are they okay? Because I like to spare the dying.
They're both not doing good. But then you go and you spare the dying, and now they are doing good.
Okay, can I do mass healing word?
Yeah.
And then that's gonna give them each 6 hit points.
Woo!
Then I want to do prayer of healing,
You're both awake.
and that's taking 10 minutes. And then we all get 16. Does that include me?
Yeah.
Wait, does the mass healing word include me too? I forgot that I'm in bad shape.
You can select whoever you want it to.
And how many people is it?
I'll probably have like 6.
Oh, no.
That's gonna be, so
that
you
hurt
got
a lot.
6
Oh,
to Rex and Bingo and Tito and Boren
oh.
and me. And then 16 to that group too. Rex, Bingo, Tito, Boren, me. Yep, that's 5.
Oh.
We're all doing better, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that.
At like a fifth of my hit points.
Oh,
Well, that was
exciting.
that was a time. It reminds me of a time
Oh, what
that I
time?
fell out of the village.
What?
How did that happen?
That's a good question.
Possible Tito Lauren coming. Nope.
I'm seeing a frozen Boren.
Oh, yeah, look at
Is that what scared you out of the tree?
that.
What the heck?
Can Lucy walk now?
Yeah.
She walks over to the two lovebird magicians.
And they're both fatigued also. Ooh.
Dude,
Tito doesn't remember why he fell out of the tree. It may have just been siblings, monkeying around.
Throw you.
I'd like you to continue that story, but only when we're trying to do exposition for the rest of the campaign. Please.
Over the course of, yeah. Oh, so thanks for healing us. Thanks for saving us. That sucked.
oh, Lucy stops and runs back in and gives them a hug. I really want to hear all this. I don't want to be mean, but I need to go talk to them. And she runs back over to.
Okay.
Hey,
Something?
Did you feel where that was? Where Oliver died? Did you feel that? Did you feel that there was a place?
Lucy, roll your knowledge nature.
Nature.
Yes.
7. Does my gods thing? Does that only work for saving throw to attack? Never mind. So she got a 7. She's so distraught. She doesn't know.
Yeah, you don't. You definitely don't know.
She's wondering if they felt anything.
But Rex goes, that was Barkovia.
Oh yeah,
The
that
mountain-
was.
the mountain in the background gave it away.
Oh
Very-
yeah, that's where I was supposed to learn how to ski, and then Father yelled at me because I was afraid of this lift. And she was back with her tail down. I'm sorry, I walked away from you. He looked dead, and I really don't want him to be dead. And it seems like I thought maybe they'd feel. And I guess he's safe. If he's in Barkovia,
Unless he's dead.
we need to go there then. But maybe I stay here and you go, and someone else. I mean, he has a staff of healing. Anyone can use that. I don't need to go. I don't think I'm allowed to go back.
I mean,
You're allowed to go back.
Yeah, you're not exiled. Who said you're exiled?
I thought I was.
I don't.
Well, left those guys, right?
Yeah. Your dad.
That was what she just thought. Which is like she had enough frame of mind not to say.
Yeah. Oh, he's back. The man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know why Zoom just died.
Weird.
It said not responding, so.
So I guess we're going back to Barkovia? Without Lucy, though. Well, that means that we can't go either, because we have to protect you, Lucy.
I guess maybe we can go and we can get at a port that someone else has. That the goblins have a port, and then we go and we rescue Oliver. We get back to that port,
I would
and
love
we come
to
back
go
here.
see my family. I miss my wife and kids.
What if we
That's-
disguise you, Luce?
Yeah, you should. Yes, we can cast. Can we put disguise? No, Oliver's not here because we can't put disguise self in my orb.
That makes it
Lucy,
so
is
much
there
more
a
messed
reason
up.
you don't want to go back?
She doesn't
Take
like
away
her
from their
her
family.
dad. It's she has problems with her dad.
I don't think I'm supposed to go back. They sent me away.
I mean,
I think I cause problems when I'm there.
How long ago?
Listen, you're part of a new organization. You're part of Tito's Tots, and Tito's Tots is allowed wherever the hell it needs
that's
to go.
right. We're a burgeoning nation. Well, you're a burgeoning.
Oh.
I don't know that. Oh no.
We're Sancta Verde.
We call
Sancta
this
Verde. Welcome to
Titopia.
Sancta Verde. Would you like to become dual citizens of
You
Sancta
can be
Verde
our
and
ambassador
Barkovia?
to Barkovia.
I would love that. And then we could be Barkovian Verde.
Father would have to listen to me if I'm a
I mean, like
foreign dignitary.
workers.
Yeah, you're gonna be our first ambassador.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.
To Barkovia! I'm so excited. Me too. I love it. Oh.
You're
I
gonna
like-
ambassador so hard.
I'm
Do you
gonna.
think they can?
See my family.
Should we go now? Do we have to go by boat or can we go by a portal? I'm really worried. He looked dead.
We should
can't-
take a night to rest,
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah.
and then tomorrow
You're
we'll go.
perfect.
And she goes, "I'm sorry. I feel bad." And she hugs both Rex and Bingo.
They hug you back too, and they start to, try not to cry, but like not.
She cries a lot.
And as soon as
I missed you
start
so
crying,
much.
They also start ugly crying. It was so bad, and everyone was so mean. And it seemed like everyone was a contest, and they wanted to sacrifice people. I had to shake people with a chicken bone, and it ends up ugly crying. And you know when a 5-year-old cries and you can't understand a word they're saying, it's that. It's a big
There's like, no one would play goldfish with me. And I think they have a demon.
One person did once, but then he got really mad because we won, and so I had to beat him to death with a tray table. Praise everywhere, and people didn't care. They just laughed.
I think Lucy comes to the point where she's like, I think I'm going to the infernal planes when I die no matter what. I signed a contract.
So, Oliver, you find yourself sitting at a small table. The sound of dishes clinking together quietly can be heard in the same room as you. You look around and you see several smaller tables, all filled with people of different ages and races. They can be heard near you, not in the same room. They all seem to be having a nice, peaceful meal together. A door swings open and the sound of sizzling can be heard briefly before the door swings closed, and a young, gorgeous female human sachets through holding a tray of food. She walks over to your table, sets the tray down, a delicious chicken panini with pesto and mozzarella, along with some fresh apple slices and fresh bread and a side of ale. There you go. If you need anything else, just let me know. And she smiles at you as she brushes a lock of raven black hair away from her face.
What do my hands look like?
Normal.
Are they
look like your
gnome-sized?
hands. They look like your hands.
How big are the utensils in my hand?
They're you-sized utensils.
Oh, you asshole.
Stand up and see how tall you are to the table.
I'm gonna just take a nice stretch.
Yeah, everything seems proportioned like you're expecting it to. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I
Hold the
know
spoon
how.
up.
I
See
know
yourself.
how. I look in my pants.
You are.
What
well,
do
Well,
Damn it.
well endowed as always.
Henry Cavill's penis is huge.
Exactly as I expected it to be, sized appropriate to my body.
Could that be a short?
I go to
Just insane about Cavill.
Tag him.
Send it to
Tag
too.
him in the tweet.
Yeah.
He'd probably retweet it.
You
I'm
actually are
not even-
probably right. He's a huge D&D nerd.
Then we'd get a huge boost.
Yeah.
I go to start saying words and then I just nod and I put some food in my mouth because I don't know what my voice is.
She turns and walks away. Make your voice whatever you think is most appropriate.
I don't know which one I am.
You could be either.
What does she look like and how tall is she compared to ye?
Yee?
You can be your human voice.
Okay. All right. I think I sounded like Garen from League of Legends.
And you start to spin in your chair.
Yeah. This looks delicious.
She smiles and nods at you. If you need anything else, let me know. And she walks away. As you eat your meal, nearing the end of your meal, you hear the girl yell angrily. You turn to see what had happened, and there's a man grinning evilly saying, "Hey now, dollface, I'm the customer, and your tip's on the line." And a couple guys at the table with him laugh together. She reaches back, and she full out loud crack as she slaps, echoing through the room.
I scoot my chair back a little bit so it's easier to get up.
Right, so he stands up and he goes, "You bitch!" And he pulls back to punch her.
Can I try to catch his hand, not her hand? Don't smack him!
Yeah,
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Roll.
God, I don't know what my stats are or anything.
Just give me a D20.
All right, I can do that. I know how to do things.
Plus 90.
8.
You got an 8?
No. Yep.
Okay. You grab his hand.
Yeah.
As you grab it. You grab him by the wrist as he goes to give me his right arm, and you pulling him, and he looks at you.
Now let's keep things civil here. Why don't you take a seat?
Who are you, pretty boy?
Oh, just a citizen who doesn't like to watch violence if it's not necessary. And then I twist his wrist and try to make him sit down.
So as you twist his wrist, he gut punches you.
I have my paladin armor on.
No, you don't have
Oh.
paladin armor on.
He breaks his hand.
Oh, ugh. Nah, it hurts. Like you just got punched in the gut. 2 damage.
I don't know how to keep track of this.
Just right. Yeah, just 2 damage. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Out of a million.
Yeah, out of
Got
1
it.
million. Yes.
Perfect.
So sorry. Did I say 2 damage? I meant 200,000 damage.
Perfect. My health has just gone up by 200,000.
Yeah. What do you want to do to that? The guys behind you start to stand up around the table.
In Henry Cavill fashion, I will let go of his wrist and then reload my arms, like in Mission Impossible, and then I just want to deck him onto the table.
All right, roll. You know when they did that, he didn't. It wasn't scripted, and then the next scene he didn't do it, and the director was like, "Why didn't you do the arm thing? Do the arm thing. That was really cool." It's like, what arm thing? Oh. That's
I don't know if my rolls are popping up anywhere. I don't know what's happening.
You got a 4. That was really good.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
And so she, as you go to punch him, he blocks it, but leaving himself open, and she just knees him in the crotch as hard as he can.
Hell yeah.
Right in the grundle.
And the two closest guys try to punch. One tries to punch you, one tries to punch her. The guy that's going for her, you push into, the guy that you just got kneed, you grab him and you bring him into the guy's fist, and she kicks him into the other guy, and they both fall down, and the other guy that's there, that's standing up, goes, "It's not worth it, let's go." And he spits on the table. Food's disgusting anyways. And he walks out, and the other guys limp out. One of them, they drag the guy that just got kicked in the crotch. And
What were they eating?
they were drinking. There's no food on the table. It's just drinks.
I'd like to pour whatever they have on the table onto the guy who's on the ground.
Perfect.
Don't forget your leftovers.
As they drag out the unconscious friend that's covered in ale, blood dripping out of a broken nose, she blows a couple of strands of hair out of her face and goes, "I could have taken them, filthy barn rats." And then
Yeah, you know how to handle
she
yourself quite
spits
well.
at 'em. But thanks.
I also spit in their direction. She's cool.
All right. So you guys make your way down the dock to the ship as it was described to you by the person that sold you your tickets. A 3-mast cargo ship, a sturdy bark with a deep weathered hull. It sails vast and billowing, able to catch the wind as it embarks on its long journey across the ocean, carrying a wealth of goods stowed and secured in its cavernous hold. The deck, wide and open, is bustling with sailors tending the ropes and rigging. The ship floats peacefully in the water, built to withstand the challenges of the open ocean while delivering its precious cargo to distant shores. I struggled there at the very end. A sailor smiles at you and goes, "Welcome aboard the Wind's Fortune." And it's the same smile that he gave the passengers before you, and as well as the passengers behind. You're guided below deck to the passenger quarter, a large open room designed more for large quantities of people, allowing for cheaper passage. Various tables fastened to the deck litter the room, people already choosing seats for the week-long trip. I skipped time.
Before
Figured that's
we
what happened.
went, could I have gone someone like one of the mages, one of the wizards, like Will, to cast mend on my clothes so I look better, like I'm in full Lucia fancy clothes?
Yes, you may have done that. So, you guys.
As soon as we get down there, she pulls out a deck of cards, looks very seriously at Rex and Bingo, and slams it down on the table.
And they both sit down happily.
She plays Go Fish. She deals for the first time. They would deal. She's grown.
Oh.
There's no cheating. She didn't cheat before. They would just go upstairs to, save her and stuff. And she'd be like, maybe I look at their hands. And then she'd play hands for them. Be like, well, it just took so long.
That's definitely not cheating. Tito, Lauren, what do you guys do?
We're on this boat.
Yeah, I'm on a boat and
Dude,
it's going
it's
fast.
Going fast,
and
and
Could we long rest
like
then?
the team got me to Afghan. Yeah, you guys have long rest. It's been about 3 days on your trip to the coast. It's a river port that leads to the ocean, so it wasn't a super long trip. Then you're gonna sail up the ocean or up the large river out into the ocean.
Well, Tito's gonna go to the deck and see if anybody up there needs some sort of acrobatic help.
You're gonna go help the sailors.
Lucy would have
Hell yeah,
sent
brother.
a formal, wax-sealed letter to Barkovia ahead of her, like that night, even before they get the ship. And it would have said, it wouldn't have gone to her father, it would go to her brother X.
Okay.
Because I think he would get roles like that because he's the next in line, saying that Lucia, and all of her middle names, Paratos, Ambassador of Sancta Verde, is request a visit with you to discuss diplomatic relations.
Okay. You have, in fact, said that. And whatever else you guys wanted to do before I cut time abruptly, just trying to read that. So, Tito, you get up there. People are readying the rigging and helping out with ships. Have you ever been on a ship, Tito? What's Tito's ship life like?
Tito's never been on a ship.
You're just very acrobatic.
He's just looking to help.
And look, people are running around. They're shouting. They're pulling, and it seems like the anchor, not the anchor, the mooring tied to the dock has been lifted up, and the ship's starting to slowly be pushed away from ships as they clear it from the dock so it can sail forward.
Tito's gonna help those people out. He's gonna
Heck
grab
yeah.
a stick.
Roll your strength, Tito.
Oh, that was just a strength check. All right, 22.
22, yeah, and you help you do, and the guys look at you going, new hire, right, mate? Ah, Venara.
Well, sorta, maybe not, but I'm here.
Perfect. All right, well, grab the rig and go up to the top. We need to secure the mast as it goes down.
Yeah, what's that?
Roll. Give me a disadvantage. Give me a intelligence check with disadvantage. Let's see if you can figure it out. He pointed, and he said words.
12.
Disadvantage, pretty good. You have a general idea of what he wants you to do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like, so they're putting the sails down, and you're looking at it. All right, so you have to tie the rope off, and then you need to make sure. Okay, I think I have it. Roll your acrobatic. Roll your acrobatics. See if you can like climb up there and.
Well, I got a natural 1. I still got an 8, but not very good.
There's a lot of moving parts on a ship, and you just kind of end up getting tangled up in the rigging, and you're hanging off of there as the sails and unfurls. So you're just like, you're basically tied to the sail, kind of.
Well, sir, I've gotten myself into a predicament.
New seaman, he's gonna get us killed. You cut him down, teach him the ropes.
Well, I might, but I hope not to, sir.
And another, like a kind of, not a kid, but like a kid, like a 12-year-old cuts you down and goes, hey, mister, don't worry. It's hard on everyone's first trip out. I'll teach you what you need to do. Just follow me.
I will.
And so, Tito, and if you want, for the next week, you can spend helping out.
Tito's gonna, yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to do nothing.
Perfect. Board, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go back to my room and try and pray some more.
You don't have a room. It's a commons area. There's like one commons area where you sleep, eat, live.
Shit.
Kind of
Plus,
luxury.
there's a bathroom area.
What kind of luxury shit is this?
You can
not.
learn boating, too.
It's cheap tickets.
Oliver has all of our money.
yeah, you guys are screwed.
Well, you're really, really good.
It's a budget liner, is what it is.
He has the bag of holding.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go sit in a corner, see if I can focus. Because the last time I was speaking with my god, we were determining it felt like the right thing to do.
To murder that
was no. After that.
Oh, different time. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be.
No, it was that putting off saving my people was okay
Mm.
because all of this was going to lead there. And I'm having like an internal conflict of if I should be focusing more on that.
Mm.
And so just seeking guidance as to, is this still the right thing to do?
Okay. And so if you don't get an answer, is that what you're doing the whole week? Is just in a week praying fervently?
Just yes, I am completely just like, I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
I think we should be going, I almost said the word, going to... Holy God, my headache.
The stone realms to death.
Thank you, Arkwich. And I feel like this is getting us further away from our Arkwich journey.
Cool. So, Lucia, the cards slap together as Rex shuffles. Bingo sitting across, tail wagging, waiting patiently for the cards to be dealt.
Can we add a new rule? She says to them.
Sure.
How about everyone who loses a hand has to answer one question from the winner?
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Strip poker, but for socializing.
Lucy's gonna try to ask questions, but did I just stop progression?
No, it's fine. Yeah, if Lucy's gonna ask it, Lucy's gonna ask it. I'm having trouble speaking today, which is really cool for someone that needs to speak. You can't help but feel a sense of foreboding and deja vu as the cards are dealt. The back of your mind, there's something just tugging gently at it. You can't really think of what it is.
This is when we crossed over to Arkwich. We were playing this, and you went up, and I knew there was a sea monster. You pretended like I didn't know, and I pretended like I didn't know, and I felt bad because I cried, could have gone up there and helped, but I was scared, and I stayed down here.
No, that's not it. Something else. The door slams open and a burly sailor says loudly, "We need all able bodies, hands to the deck. Grab whatever you have to defend yourself." Rex and Bingo look at each other and then they look.
I'll come this time.
Lucy, stay here. Stay here, Lucy.
No, I can come this time.
No, Lucy, we're here to protect you. You stay.
Did I just go back in time? I don't like this.
Don't worry, Lucy. We'll be back in a second. And they rush
just
off. A
told you to
few
stay.
others rushing up to the deck.
He thinks I'm not able-bodied.
Rex and Bingo turn towards you one last time, and they smile at you, and they walk up.
And I put my hand back down, I was about to reach for the other hands.
And then you win, and Bingo says, "Okay, well, ask away. You win."
Well, I thought you just walked away. Did
Lucy, you zoning out again?
yeah? So I win? So I could ask you both?
Yeah, let's go so away.
Why was I sent away? Okay, I get two questions because there's two of you. That's the first question.
Because your dad sent you away.
Well played, Rex.
Next question. Next question.
Why did my father send me away?
He thought it was in your best interest. I don't.
Okay, new hand.
Lucy, you don't have to ask. You can ask us questions. You don't have to win in bingo.
I need to know why he sent me away before I go there and represent our people.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't actually remember either.
I don't either. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
I think I did something very bad, and I think there was a war, and I don't know why. And I wouldn't purposely do anything really bad, but I don't understand. And there's a lot of things I just don't understand, and I really don't know what I did.
I mean, then isn't it better to go ask and find out?
But if he sent me away, and he was always so angry at me, if he sent me away, maybe I'm not supposed to go back. This feels like exile.
But if you are back with back as a diplomatic representative, then there's no way he can do anything, and you're diplomatic immunity.
He can refuse diplomatic relations and not recognize us as a country. We're technically part of the Acria Libra.
Well, but then I'm sure.
What I'm doing is probably breaking international law by trying to say that we're a self-determining nation state.
Well, who better to talk to than Barkovia? Who would protect your rights if they saw that there was reason to? With their help.
Isn't it weird that we don't remember?
What? Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I looked at both your hands when we went up to fight the sea monster.
What sea monster?
Wasn't it when you went up on the ship to Arkwich?
They both look at each other.
The sailor just came in. He said, "We know all hands on deck." He told me to stay.
They look around.
He went up, and I felt bad because I should have gone.
Oh.
But I didn't have powers yet until I think we landed in Arkwich. And then I looked at both your hands. I know I shouldn't have, and I should have told you it's been bothering me this whole time.
It's okay. We also look at your hands whenever you turn. You know, it's kind of a team effort.
She does do that. Wait. You let me win?
Well, we don't.
You're always asking for cards that I know because I count cards aren't that I can't possibly.
Yeah.
She throws them down.
We just want you to feel good about yourself.
It felt good because I thought you wanted to play with me.
I do want to play with you, but we also want you to feel good. We like the game. It's not about winning. It's about the fun that we have. We don't care if we win, Lucy.
She gives them a hug.
And they hug.
I don't care either.
Whoa!
I did before.
We can all win.
Lucy's like, I'm waiting for this, and she's devised. It's gonna be like, it's like the Cones of Dunshire from Parks and Rec. She has something like that she's figured out. Or like she has a Camelot. She has like a co-op game in her mind from these cards.
I'm gonna be the Maverick.
I'm gonna teach this to you.
Yeah!
And it's co-op, and it's hard, and there's unicorns involved in some way, and glitter. That's how she spends the rest of the time because you're not gonna get any answers from them.
Beautiful. Boren, you find yourself standing in a room with your brother. What's your brother's name? I don't remember. Your brother's name is.
Oh, are you talking about Drogon?
Droid.
Nothing.
Gimli.
Scory.
Okay, I'm like the older brother or the younger one?
The older brother, Scory.
Ah, the cleric.
Yes. Boring. I got a task for you. We need you to go down, and we need you to get some iron, some dwarven iron, down from the mines. But as this is, of course, dwarves, as we do, we're gonna also send Drogon, and whoever gets it first gets a special prize. Now, are you ready?
Yes.
I sent you off. I already sent Drogon off. Now go. You're behind.
Just take off full speed.
Roll your survival. That's really good. So you're running, and you know your brother. This is since Scory wants to even the field. Even though Drogon isn't that much younger than you, he gives Drogon a lead to push you a little bit harder. It kind of sucks because it's you have to try way harder because it's always a way too generous. It's not fair, but it's what he's always done to push you to be better. And so as you're running, you know you're not going to be able to make it the normal, the short way, right? It's going to be too. That's the way that your brother's going. So you have to think of another way. So you're running and you look down an alleyway and you. Okay, I think I got this. You start to sprint down an alleyway. Roll your survival again.
$21.
And you come to a large cavernous opening in the mine. You're looking down into it. And then you leap. And people are watching. Ah! A couple of dwarves do that, and even though you just ran the complete wrong direction when you initially were supposed to go, you catch a rope and you slide and you land several stories below where you should have been. You start to take off again. Roll your survival.
Eight.
And as you're running, you get turned around. You can't quite. You don't know where you are. You're looking. None of the buildings are familiar. You have no idea what's going on. What do you do? You're stuck. You don't know. You don't know how to get there. You don't know how to beat score. You just jumped. Who knows how many levels down? You don't even know if you're on the right level. What do you do?
Is there a ladder on the side of any of these buildings, or
Most dwarven, not really, because you can't really get to the top of a. You're looking for an advantage point.
Yes.
Not really that you can see, and you know with each passing second that you waste, Drogon's getting farther away.
I'm
to the
just
prize.
Going to pick a direction, let's go right, and just full run and hope it's the right way.
You run as hard as you can, and you burst into a main street, and you look to your right, and you see it, the stairs leading down. You're minutes away from where you need to go, and then you look to your left quickly, and you see Drogon. They're running behind you now as you grin and you take off. You can hear Drogon's shouts of frustration behind you as you sprint, and you wake up. As the ship, you can hear the shouting above you as you guys pull into port. You're famished, you're sweating, you're kind of exhausted, but you're healthy.
Good. That was quite an experience. I haven't thought about that day in a really long time.
Indeed. Oliver.
You bet.
The bright sun shines in your face as you watch Aspen laughing gleefully, her white spring dress flowing behind her. Both of you hold on to the single strip of cloth attached to a pole as you two run, the cloth wrapping around the pole, intertwining, forming a beautiful pattern. You still remember the day that you first met Aspen in the inn where she totally nailed the dude in the crotch, and it was hilarious. So you know who this is. Give me a roll. Roll your just a straight roll. It's
15.
okay. The crowd cheers as you dance around the pole, wrapping the cloth around it again and again. Aspen spinning circles behind you, the crowd cheering you on, tossing flecks of bird seed and sprinkles of water at you. Give me another roll.
10.
You dance around the pole again, maintaining distance from Aspen, and you catch her eyes briefly. She looks at you pleadingly, trying to convince you to slow down as you two dance away from each other, the crowd cheering loudly still. Give me another...
God. I don't know what a maypole is. I know what it is, but I don't know what it does.
Give me another roll.
Natural 1.
Perfect. Dude, I could you followed my script to a T.
Yep. Sure, her eyes distracted me.
The dice know. Aspen laughs with glee as she passes you, her pleading eyes turning to that of mischievousness. As her cloth starts to slowly pin you to the pole. Give me one more roll with disadvantage.
Shit. Oh man, I rolled an 18 and a 7.
Oh, nice. So you both laugh, grasping for breath as she finally pins you to the marriage pole. You look into each other's lives.
Whoa!
This got way too personal.
Come on!
You look into each other's eyes, the laughter dying down as she sees that she has trapped you, winning victoriously. The crowd erupts as the mayor says, "Oliver! You have been bound to Aspen. This ceremony shows the strength of your bond through the best of weather and the worst of weather. Hardships and strife, you two will always be bound together. She will always be your love and guiding light in this world and forevermore. Do you agree to never leave Aspen and always pursue her?"
I do.
Likewise, Aspen, you've chased Oliver down and bound him to you. He's yours to care for in faithful love and kindness. Your life is his, and his is yours always. You will care for him, and he for you. You will protect him, and he you. Together, the two of you will always love, honor, and cherish one another. Do you agree to never leave Oliver and pursue him? I do, she says, and the crowd cheers harder as they throw the rest of their birdseed at both of you.
Yay.
Yay! Yay! Married! Married!
When you said like raven hair, now I just have Yennefer in my head, so that's who I'm married to.
Heck yeah!
It's Henry Cavill and Yennefer from the game.
Wow! Congratulations! That's crazy.
Yep.
You lucked out. I guess you look like Henry Cavill though. So
Yeah. So I mean,
That's a
Seems like
dope
it.
grope.
So you three watch as a few buildings crest into view as you round a bend in the road. A pleasant warm wind caresses your face as you watch the buildings popping onto the horizon, almost arriving to where you last saw Oliver fall lifelessly on the floor.
Yeah, let's look there. No cities. We don't need to go to the Barkovia capital. We can just go find him.
Not long later, you are close enough to the actual village. Abandoned buildings line the street. No one's lived here in quite some time. A wild deer looks at you as you approach and quickly darts off into some brush out of view. One building in particular catches your attention, a large temple at one point, but has seen some sort of explosion, fire. You can't really make heads or tails of it.
Do I know this place?
No.
From Barkovia maps?
Is that like Google Maps?
Yeah, yeah,
Barco maps.
How to get to yeah.
Can I roll history?
Yeah, give me a history roll, sure.
Natural 20. All she did was read as a kid.
Lucy
was homeschooled.
You know
We know.
You know what city was here? A small village of mostly farmers, just not really anything special, very small, but you don't know, there's nothing in your knowledge of memory about what happened here. You have no idea. The air shimmers and shrieks, sounding like hot metal being quenched against cold water. You watch as the air tears for a brief second and you see darkness. But before the darkness can form, it's replaced by the Sancta Verde. You see yourself crawling towards the portal in Sancta Verde. And then Oliver flops out onto the ground lifeless.
Run.
And the portal
Oh, wow,
seals
okay.
shut.
How far away is he?
He is 30 feet in front of you.
I run to him and do spare the dying. And then what she would have done, because she's worried about him dying, she would have cast into her stone my highest cure wounds.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that onto him.
Okay.
So can I just do the... Because it's coming from her stone. 24.
Yep. So, Oliver,
And she's cradling him.
you are you're standing in your room, and you have a feeling of determination in the pit of your stomach. And Aspen says, please, this isn't right. Something's wrong. You can't go through with this. She looks at you, her eyes stained with tears.
I must. I don't fully understand right now, but I hope that both of us will one day.
There's something, they're doing something wrong. Please, for us, for your children.
I do this for you, for them. I must make sure that we have a safe environment to grow up in and comfortable, and they can explore the world if they want to.
Fine, then we go together. And you two, she grabs your hand, or you grab her hand, and you walk out the door, and there's a bright flash of light, and you are looking at Lucy.
Okay, I got you. We didn't mean to leave you in a dark place, but I've healed you, and you're okay, and it's okay, and we don't have to stay here. We don't have to stay in this bad place.
As I awake, the sun in my eyes, I still don't quite know where I am, and I go, Aspen? Is it what? Lucy?
We saved you. We did not abandon you. It's all okay. We saved you. We saved you.
Where am I?
Abandoned village in Barkovia.
You said abandon me in a village in Barkovia?
No. I would never do that. I'm here in the village of Barkovia. We did not abandon you. We
Oh.
Okay. You disappeared and we abandoned you and we were chased by a dragon and we didn't know. Then we saw this vision and you were in Barkovia and now I've healed you. So we're okay, right?
Yeah, like it was in the portal, but then I was someone else.
Willowmere.
The name of the village? Who knows that?
You do.
We're in Willowmere. I don't know why it sent you here, because you're not from Barkovia. I'm from Barkovia. I don't know why you went here, but you went here, and now we're in Barkovia, and I think this is great. We'll drop Rex and Bingo off, things to their families, and we can go back to Sancta Verde. And then she looks at that temple. Does it have an evil vibe?
Just a building that something happened to it. You don't know.
I don't really know anything that you just said. It felt like a dream that I was in, or like living another life or something.
Was Penny there?
You ever seen that episode of Rick and Morty where they play that game at the arcade and then he like takes him off the grid and stuff? I feel like I was like in that. You know what I mean?
I love
Like, it was
Rick
real.
and Morty. I'm not smart enough to get the jokes though.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Hi, Oliver.
We saved Rex and Bingo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna go through the portal. And where's
Yeah.
where's
He
Will?
disappeared. Oh, this has been weeks. Or a week?
Oh.
It's been a long time.
It's been a week.
And I thought, I'm glad there was a weird time thing where I just saw myself because I thought you were already dead. And we've just been on a ship for a week because we had to get here to you.
You said already dead. Does that mean he's gonna be?
Well, no, because we saw you fall. We saw a portal and we saw you fall here dead. But then we got here a week later and the portal opened and we saw ourselves and we saw you fall here dead. And I got to you and you're not dead. And so you're okay.
I feel like we should just slow down.
I'm really glad that I know what happened because you sound real crazy.
Yeah, you sound like I know everything that we do sounds stupid and insane.
Did you not see the portal?
So,
Did anyone else not see the portal?
Being on the outside
I
looking
saw it.
in and like seeing how people hear us talk to them now, I can kind
It's
of
real
I
crazy.
understand how they feel
Yeah.
because everything that you
Well,
just
then
said was
maybe
like ridiculous.
Those people can save the world and risk their lives.
Sure, that sounds cool. I can go back to my family. I don't know. Okay,
family?
what are we doing in Barkovia?
What family?
I want to
Well, you
go
were
I don't
here.
know.
I want to go see my family.
Yeah, to
and
their
also-
family.
Let's go see their families. then.
Also, I'm pretty sure that Lucy doesn't want to go.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
you should
she
look around
has-
here first because we
Doesn't
don't-
she
we don't
have
to hurry.
deeply seated father issues and
Why
not
would you
want to
say that
return home?
openly?
She does.
Yeah,
Real-
we all know that
You
already,
sent
Lucy.
me away.
It's pretty bad daddy issues.
Yeah, exactly.
You send your little girl away? Because it's good for her to go to Arkwich.
I mean, I haven't seen my little girl in I don't know how many years.
Time may have passed differently.
Well,
Oh,
we should go see her now.
That was
I
why.
love that.
Maybe you were in Arkwich. Because time passed differently. Because that was a week ago. We saw you. We went to a portal. Okay, let's start from the beginning. We went through a portal to the Shadow Realm place to find Rex and Bingo. You didn't go. We don't know why. You disappeared suddenly.
So I went through, but I didn't come with you.
And then when we got back out, because a dragon chased us, not because we were abandoning you, because a dragon chased us, we got back out, and I left notes for you, and we were very tired because we did lots of running. We got back out, and when the dragon flew away, we saw a portal to this place with that mountain, and you falling down out of a portal, looking like you were dead. So we rushed here, but that still took a week. I don't know why we didn't take a portal to here. We rushed here.
Well, they didn't
Yeah.
have a port. They didn't have a. There wasn't a seal in Barkovia. They couldn't. They said.
Rushed here, and as soon as we got here, like magic, the portal opened, and you fell down, and I saw myself and waved at myself from a week ago.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Well, I did.
It's like a
Why-
butterfly effect or something. You're not supposed to like
Why
contact
can't-
yourself when
why
you time
can't
travel.
You what's
But-
wrong with butterflies?
I didn't. I didn't time travel.
Apparently,
you time traveled.
the flap of a butterfly's wing can like make a tsunami on the other side of the world or something.
That was, I don't.
Butterflies-
I've seen butterflies. That's not.
Not all of them. It's shut up, Bingo.
Can't do that. The
Well,
Well, we
butterflies
don't
are
know what
monsters.
the
monsters.
state of
My
the
name's
other
Rex.
world,
I'm
of the other side of the
Bingo.
world is.
Are
though.
butterflies monsters?
Apparently, they make
They're
tsunamis.
tsunami costume monsters.
I don't know.
But so I don't know why the time worked that way. But did everyone else see that? Did you all see yourselves?
I think we
What?
should all pretend. No, I don't. I have no idea.
What was I already?
also-
really only went,
I
did
have-
Lucy see
I-
that alone?
I don't know.
See dark.
I saw nothing.
I'm
Which
just
is-
looking around at everyone, wondering why they're being so crazy.
So maybe there's something special about this place. Maybe we should
You
investigate
still have
this
not
place.
assimilated.
Maybe we should investigate this place before we go on to the capital.
Sounds like it was random, and that would be a waste of time.
Sounds like you just don't want to go to the capital.
Because of your
agree.
deeply
I'm
seated
walking
daddy
into
issues.
the temple.
I think we need to go see Rex and Bingo's family,
I
or at
would-
least they
I would
do.
love that.
Yeah, let's go to them.
So if we don't need to go, we should at least let them go see their families, because we're in the neighborhood, and it would be irresponsible of us to keep them from that.
Lucy goes, I agree. They should go see their families, but I think I should investigate.
You don't want to
this
see that
temple."
family? That's kind of messed up.
That's
Two
not
of
what
your
I was
best
saying.
friends. You don't want to see their family.
So,
Why are you all so mean?
you said you loved little Lorelai.
I do.
That's a
I
cute
just
name.
and she walked in.
Name.
Her mom named her. I wanted to name her after me, Rex. And
Go fish.
Her mom said, no, we're not naming
No,
our
you-
daughter
And
Rex.
I suggested
It could've been
Regina
Rexina.
because that's a
Rexina,
girl
I
Rex.
wish I would have thought of Rexina.
Regina.
Darn.
Don't you? That's my. It's my mother-in-law's name.
Rexy.
Roxy?
She's Regina. She's dead now. So
Rex Essential Dread.
I wish you guys were there. I got shut down really hard, and she said, "No, it's Lorelai." And,
Sounds like they made the right decision.
but
We can start calling her Rexina
Rex,
behind the scenes.
Rexina. I fear her mother, and it's been many years, so I assume that I shouldn't rock the boat.
We can tell her, Lorelai, of our plan and ask her what her preferred name would
But
be.
Lucy has to come.
This seems like a bad idea for a father coming home after many years. Let's just focus on them spending time together.
That's a good point.
She calls from the temple entrance. Oh, wait, how many years has it been? Have we figured that out?
No.
No, you should probably come with us to find
No,
out.
Lucy, you're standing in the middle of a temple, and there
Shouting.
seems to be at one point there was a basement, and something happened in the basement, and everything crumbled into it because it's just piles upon piles of stone, but it basically is laying flat, a little bit curved in.
Any words, any statues, any sign of what kind of knowledge religion?
Yeah, roll your knowledge religion.
21.
Let me.
Again, she was homeschooled. She knows these things.
Somebody outside having a fiesta.
Give me a second. Fiesta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my,
There is.
I feel like I'm dying.
You see some iconography of Thalrin, the god of streams and dreams. Thanks, ChatGPT. Often worshipped by poets, mystics, and travelers.
Oh, because this is a town where you travel through. That's what she thinks. I kind of look over into the basement that everything crumbled into.
Yeah, I mean, you're like basically like if you're in the building, you're basically standing in the basement because the rubble is. There's no like peering into the basement. It's the building collapsed into itself.
So does it look like there was maybe an altar in the middle and an explosion happened there, went up and hit the roof and brought it down?
Give me a intelligence check with disadvantage.
Do you think if we clean this up and repaired it, if we could restore it to its old glory?
why are you buying into her? No, we're not staying here. We need to leave.
But
15 was
it's
the
a
lower one.
damaged altar.
That's
Lucy is very much trying to
Really
ignore
hard to
what needs to
tell.
happen right now.
what happened.
You're right. I'm not religious. We could just move.
Yeah, who cares?
Lucy does.
Yeah, no, she just doesn't want to deal with her problems.
We
Lucy
could all
has a
just start.
point.
She's also thinking it's been so long, it's been a week, what's a few more minutes?
You will not be in there for a few minutes if we don't end it. That is a lie. We'd be in there for 6
she's like
days.
she's making it tense.
Yeah.
This looks structurally sound. I'll stay here where you guys go.
I'll stay in this pit.
I do
It's been a
think
few
we
weeks. What's a
should-
few more weeks?
She'd stay in there forever if she could.
I think Lucy has a point. We should spend maybe a day here.
No,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
trying to figure out.
I'm like a day away from my family. What's another day?
Yeah, it's just been years.
It's just, I haven't
Why would
seen-
we go to the comfort of your home when we could stay in an old, disgusting,
Yeah.
broken down
What did she
church?
find out with her 15?
Impossible to tell what happened here. I mean, maybe if you were like Batman. Batman is an investigator in the city of
Arkwich.
Yeah, Barkovia. No. Barkovia.
Bats aren't no better than monkeys. Let me look at this.
Gunpowder. Smells like justice.
Smells like justice.
But
I
yeah,
need to make a Batman character.
you did. Your original Arkwich.
Yeah, I
character.
know, but like talk like him the whole time.
Where are the drugs going?
How could
rolled
it
an 8 on his
literally-
religion check, but he's gonna. This ain't no important religious site, I don't think.
See, even Tito doesn't think so.
Yeah.
Lucy kind of comes out though and says, "But isn't it weird that we've never heard of this? If there's an explosion,
I've never
it's
been
only
here.
a
It's not
day
that
away."
weird.
I've never been to any of these places.
No, I
If
mean,
we were gonna stop and look at something random everywhere we go for the rest of the time that we're in Barkovia, I'm gonna
Wait.
say what you just said to me.
you came here
I'm Mal.
and it's only a day away, and I would have heard of this, or Rex would have heard
You
this.
know where
Someone
the
would have
best place to find this out?
Probably your house, right?
Probably Barkovia.
Yeah.
Probably records of it in
It's
the
almost
city.
like that beaver does.
Hail to the Barkovia.
I
All right.
really miss my family. We're so close.
Okay,
I
okay. I
like
just
my
can
mom.
She wants to go into some buildings.
Okay.
Just take a look. Like, is it like
All right,
rotting food?
Lucy, we're heading off down the trail.
Okay, Jeff.
We
Lucy,
got a great big
the building
convoy
seems to have just
walking
been
through the
abandoned.
night.
Like
The
there's
people went to the temple and exploded, but there's no bodies.
and they exploded. I'm gonna go to church today.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, it just seems like the houses that you look, I assume, so they're leaving. I'm pretty sure everyone is in fact leaving.
She'll catch up.
Yeah, so as you look at the houses along the way, every house you go in, it just seems kind of like everyone just picked up and left. And some houses, there's an old meal that was being prepared at one point, but
So does it look like they left suddenly, or does it look like they were packing up and there's like wardrobes
it
empty?
looks like left suddenly.
Or it could be they went to the temple and a portal
And they blew
happened.
up. Yeah, they went to the temple
So-
and everyone just blew up.
Because there's no.
It's been like another 5 minutes. We're waiting like a few hundred feet down the road, and then Oliver walks in whatever room you're in, and just acts like he's starting to help investigate, and then he picks something up and brings it over to you. Lucy, what do you think this is?
She looks at it.
I go to hand it to you.
Oh, she takes it.
Okay, as you take it, I grab your hand and cast Dimension Door 500 feet toward where our friends are.
Lucy, would you like to resist?
Yes. What do I roll?
I mean, I don't even know why you asked.
Let me see. Let me see if you. I think you get a check if you don't want to.
Oliver, if this doesn't work, she might just kill you.
No, she wouldn't.
She would.
Where are your hit points at though?
As far as I'm concerned, she was willing. So I mean, you know, she was.
There is no save. You.
That's how they always get away with it, just
were
saying she was
willing.
willing.
Yep.
I think we should cut that line.
So you have to step through the door though. Roll. Give me an athletic, a competing athletics check. I'll let you pull her through the door.
Competing athletics checks
I got-
against our two least
that a
athletic
7?
people. This is great.
11.
Hey! You have your thing that you can. The face of determination. The purse slips as she debates whether or not she wants to use her power.
That's how it was happening. She looks at the thing you handed her. This better be good.
It was a rock.
She throws it back to the dimension door before it closes.
Right.
Can you cast invisibility into my stone? She says in a pouty way.
No.
Her island stone. That's really funny.
You know what you did.
What about this guy's up? What did I do? I saved you.
You did. Thank you very much. And now you're stalling for no reason.
Why were you there?
Happenstance? Happens. Hey, look, a bird. And I just start walking.
Tito likes birds.
Oh, here I can.
There's not.
No, there's not.
This is gonna cast mass healing word into her stone.
I was gonna say, do you want me to give you a 4th level aid into the stone?
I don't think you can. I think it only holds 3rd level spells.
You're gonna give her
Third
a.
size.
Never
That's
mind.
why she wants either disguise self or invisibility, so she can enter the city.
She can enter the city.
Well, she'll enter it normally, but she's.
She's a
Yes, we're-
representative of Titopia.
That's not what I thought we were calling it Sancta Verde. I already wrote a letter.
Oh, oh, oh.
I freaking love D&D. Shoot.
It is great
Yes, it is.
being 36 and pretending.
Yeah. Let me get weird.
I like playing around with my friends.
It's like you can play dress up, but it's not. It's not with weird stuff. You're playing dress up with your friends.
It's fine.
Sometimes I think about wearing a hat like her.
I'm
like getting
absolutely
put on
playing
Johnson.
dress up.
You,
You are.
So
You guys are underdressed.
that's true. Me especially. You, Lucy, see the city gates of the city of Barkwich. As
She gets herself kind of ready.
As I wrote, the city of Barks.
Presentation. We're all gonna be clean for this. Presentation.
Everybody's spotless. This is the 17th time she's done that.
Bingo, stop dragging your feet. Presentation.
Tito's gonna roll in the dirt like a dog that just got a bath.
I'm in the car.
They do that.
And you pull up to the city gates, and it's lined with black flowers, like decorated with black flowers.
Lucy, what's that
Who
mean?
died?
It's Halloween.
We don't
This
celebrate
is
that here. We have a
Halloween.
harvest festival. We're
It's
Barkovian.
Buckaween.
They
Buckween.
have a harvest festival.
Barkwing.
I told you she's homeschooled.
Barkwing duck. No, sorry. Let's get dangerous.
I try to look at the flags.
They're half mast, basically. There's
Me
it's a
too.
standard Barkovian day of celebrating or mourning the loss of someone, but not. It's not a recent. It's not
Okay,
to
so-
the scale of someone died recently. It's to the scale of we are remembering the loss of a life from years ago.
Oh no.
It's
You look
yours.
to Rex and me go,
That'd be
it's
crazy.
my birthday, isn't it?
I wasn't. I know you don't like us to say it, but happy birthday! We got you a present. It's like a leaf, a flower crown that they made. We didn't really have.
Thank you. She like blushes, her ears go down. I think I died, she says to everyone else.
Well, somebody should have let us know so we could prepare for this better. Oh my gosh, what
I
are
think
we
this is
gonna
my
do?
funeral. But she looks up. Is there still like her family crest? Is like is it still clear from like the flags that her father's alive? Because there'd probably be a change if her oldest brother had taken over.
It's still your family crest. It doesn't look like the crest has evolved or anything. I mean, it would still probably be your family crest.
What if
don't
there'd be something
change
different?
crests.
Yeah, I wonder if there'd be something different in the flags, or if she'd be able to tell if there had been like if it was the 10th instead of the 9th.
I don't think that
Ruler.
makes sense, Lucy. You're not
Okay.
dead. You're right here. Maybe it's for the city that we saw mourning the church explosion.
Yeah.
Uh,
She gets down and tries to be as like a well-timed lady sniffing and everything, and walks up to the gates.
Maybe you should pretend to be somebody that's not Lucy. Maybe we should call you Moosey.
like
well, no one would give me disguised self, so you should have thought about that before, Oliver. And then she walked
Yeah,
up to
but
the gates.
they ain't seen you in a
Oh,
while,
no.
right? So we can just call you something else. Musil. Meritos. Gravitas. That's a better one.
Lucille Gravitos?
Yeah.
Gerb. I don't know.
Graviton and ravioli.
He's walking up to the guards.
Ask not what your Barkovia can do for you.
Rex and Bingo and
But what you can do for your Barkovia. That's my
Flanker,
inspiring
step back.
leader. I'd like to do that before we go in.
It's 10 minutes, bro.
I just say that for 10 minutes. Also, I think I'm almost dead still, aren't I?
We would have rested along the way, or she would have healed you.
No, you were at full health.
Oh.
Oh, did I not need to spend any of this stuff?
No.
It was from the stone, though.
You never checked. You just.
I was just passed out.
You said he looked dead.
I was just napping on a
I
field.
said he fell over as dead. I didn't say he looked dead. I said he flopped over like dead. It's a simile. It's a metaphor. Look it up. Mr. English major. Which one is it? Which one uses like or as?
Choose that book on
Simile.
the third row.
It's a simile. Look it
from
up.
the left.
I think it's an amananamapia.
I'm a mama pia.
Ow.
Lucy, who's trying to avoid it now? Lucy's accepted it.
Oh,
walk
I'm
up.
right behind you.
the guard nods at you as you walk up.
Cool. I am Lucia Peritas of Sancta Verde, and I have a meeting with Andrew Peritas the 10th.
Very well then, please.
No, Alexander Peritas the 10th. She doesn't want me Andrew. She wants Alexander.
Please continue on then. You're gonna
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
head up the street down to the diplomatic hall. If you go, there's a small kiosk over to the right, which is a map of the city. That might help you. Diplomatic envoys are always welcome.
I'll do fine. Thank you.
Hey, Lucy, do you want to stop at a restaurant and get a big helping of I told you so, or do you want that somewhere else?
I don't know what's going on. They sent me away. And she wants to ask, who's being mourned today?
It's the loss of the daughter of.
Did I lose a sister?
Leo. Wait, why is his last name not Peritas? Why is your dad's...
Oh no, Leo is not the. You want the dad?
Yeah, who's your dad? What's your dad's name?
He's Alexander Peritas.
Alexander.
So Alexander the 10th is his son. So I went to the son because I was afraid to go to the actual leader.
The son of the daughter of Alexander Peritas.
Which one? He had many.
Maybe this is where we should just go in and find out ourselves instead of asking questions at the front gate.
I'm gonna turn on Oliver and glare at him and say, if I'm the diplomat, we're not gonna go against me in public.
Oh, that's crazy, because I think I'm a diplomat too. And I cast disguise self on myself and I'm in a tuxedo. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. If you'll please follow me this way, we'll find our way to the castle.
Lucy blushes at how dapper he looks and then keeps going.
Slightly annoyed. Guy shrugs as you walk on.
You said you were worried about coming into the city, and then you announced your actual name as we walked through the front gate and continued asking questions about the family that no one else would ask. Why are you doing this to set yourself up for
if I'm
failure?
not supposed to be here, they'll send me away, and I can know I'm exiled.
That's
if
why
I'm
you
supposed to be
just
here.
don't say anything.
But if I'm not supposed to be here, then I don't want to be here.
We need to be here
But
for a lot of
why?
reasons. I don't know. Why do you think that is?
family.
I know.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, Rex and Bingo have families, you have a family, you don't even remember why you were sent away. I heard you ask them that earlier. That was kind of strange. I feel like you should know that.
I don't know. I don't know if. Do you think Arkwich
You didn't
eats
write that
memories?
down?
They obviously think you're dead, so maybe they'll be pretty happy to see you. Don't you think it's worth a chance?
He wasn't
Well,
happy
take
when I. We'll see what happens because I already wrote to them saying I was coming.
Yeah, let's go
Don't you
see
have,
what
like, a
happens.
notebook?
If we aren't welcome, we'll leave. But I have a weird sneaking suspicion that maybe you've been blowing everything out of proportion for the better part of a decade, and now you're like having an anxiety attack as we're entering a kingdom where nobody knows who you are anymore because you've been gone for so long.
But don't I look the same? Because I haven't been gone for long for me.
We don't know how long you've been gone. It seems like it's been a while.
Do I know how long they would do this kind of mourning?
For the day. Just like a day of remembrance for important.
We can't hear you.
Muted.
What?
There we go.
No, never mind.
My suspicion
I think I
is-
just need to talk louder, maybe.
It's beyond the rules because I think Lucy takes after her father, and that's why they butt heads.
It's typically it's a day. They celebrate this for one day. It's just a day of remembrance for an important diplomat or someone who has passed away that is important to something. Typically.
But he just kept doing it.
Yeah,
year
it's almost
after
like
year.
someone who is very similar to him would have an extra special place in his heart and want the best for them or something. I don't know. It's strange.
So he sent me to
Sounds like he
Arkwich.
really misses you. Maybe we should see him.
Yeah, weird, right, Tito? I think that's
Well, we're-
crazy.
we're
Tito's gonna
going-
go see him.
Well, we're
wanna
going
meet him.
to. I'm supposed to have a meeting with my brother. We're gonna go see him first.
Did you
Yeah,
say
but
that
Tito's
he?
gonna have a meeting with your father.
Yeah, we are.
Wait, what's that mean? Why did you do your fade to black voice?
Sorry. I got hit in the head. I think when I fell down earlier.
Not hard enough.
We need to
Not
make
enough.
some really important deals here.
No, I think that Tito's making some good points.
We do need Sanctivirity recognized so that it gets protection from it being attacked by the paladins.
They can bring it on.
You know, if anything, I think I should go in as the diplomat and then reveal who you are, or as a world famous bard.
I already.
Wait. I got an idea. So Oliver goes in first, and what he does is he starts to give the grand announcement. And as he starts to get to who the actual person is, we get some smoke, and the lights drop down. And then you get some lights that beam directly on Lucy. And then there's fireworks.
But I think he's expecting me because I wrote to my brother. Or he thinks it's a trick. His father thought it was a
Go back
trick.
to Tito's idea. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I really like that.
That was cool.
Like right as he's about to announce your
But-
name, that's when the fireworks pop off. And the crowd goes wild.
I would.
Wouldn't they feel like their emotions are played with because they think I'm dead?
Nope.
Father got really mad.
That's why
at
it's
They'll
a
be
triumphant
excited.
return.
Yeah. The return of the king.
I'm gonna start
Queen,
walking
Return
to
of
the
the
building
Jedi.
they told me to go to.
I assume that you've been walking this whole time you're there.
Yeah, I hope so.
So do I recognize this? Is this like where dignitaries be met by members of the family?
Yeah, I mean, if you said you had a meeting with Alexander, so he sent you to a meeting, the diplomatic embassy.
I go in. There you go, Rick Smeagol. You don't have to stay for this. Do you want to go see your family right now while I figure this out and I'll come later?
I would love, yeah, please, thank you, and they
Can I have a hug?
they hug, they stop, run back to you, hug, love you,
Wait, me too.
hug, Tito hug, Boren hug, they hug each other.
I think that they live in like a compound where they have like a house right next to each other.
We'll buy
They
a
do.
duplex, and we can go in a
Yeah.
hole in the wall, and we can live together.
Are they
You want to do
brothers?
karate in the garage?
I don't think they are. I think they're just. It's like Sean and
They're
Gus
just
from
bros.
Psych.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
We turn our beds into bunk beds.
So much more space for activities.
So as you walk in, this is just like you remember from your days as a living here child. You see the desk with the receptionist people. You see a couple of it's very posh, very nice, very elegant. For those who haven't been here, it's some of the nicest like this. It's kind of even nicer than the Shining Citadel that you were at. Like, it's more posh than that, but it feels like it's posh in a kind of way that's like not bragging. Like,
Is there any fruit?
There's a bowl of fruit, and you
Tito's
see
just gonna start taking
you
fruit.
see some
eating
water that has some fruit in it, and there's some ice floating in it, and there's a man standing next to it, and if you go up there, would you care for some refreshments?
Oh yeah, brother.
Yes, please.
He
Absolutely.
gives you a glass of strawberry flavored water, and he makes sure that there's a couple chunks of strawberry in it. He hands that out.
Thank you.
Please feel free. Fruit on the table, and if you would like, there's some pastries over there.
Sweet.
Go up to the front desk.
Tito is gonna be enjoying some of this fruit.
I'm chowing down.
May I help you?
Would you let Alexander Jr. know that the emissaries from
call him
Sancta
AJ.
Verde?
Yes, Sancta Verde.
Can you let X know?
Yes, I will. I will let him know that. You are a
So-
bit early. It's about 25 minutes. He is in a meeting currently, so if you would please sit.
We
and
can wait.
We'll get you when the time's ready. Thank you.
She goes and sits down.
And she writes down on a piece of paper, and then a pneumatic tube.
Whoa!
That's just how we
Imagine all the things that you could put in there.
like. Whoa. Okay, so one time, she looks. We did spitballs, and we put them through.
It's like 30
Me and my brother Charles, we put them through,
Of the tube.
and they're supposed to go up to father, to him in the face during important meeting, because that would be funny. And they all got wadded up and stuck. He was so mad.
It was supposed to be
Dang.
funny.
Sounds
Did
like
you guys have to
typical
get a specialist?
children antics.
Yeah, it costs several thousand gold to fix.
But she's like a shooting says only a few years ago.
We will be taking our.
I may have given Chaos like 13 to 14 siblings, including Lucy.
Jeez, that's a big litter.
2 wives. I realized that her father's had 2 wives.
What a player! Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Wait,
It's
do
like-
shinies have litters? I just might have assumed something.
I don't know. Well, I think they're close. Like
So the real
Lucy,
question is, how many nipples does Lucy have? Because usually, the half nipple rule. Lucy. Okay, well then, no, they don't have litters.
Lucy's actually supposed to be very pretty, and she has no clue.
Shuni are basically just furries. Let's be real.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a short
People.
of a Comic-Con, and there was a bunch of people dressed up in umbrella spec ops uniforms, decked out with the fake guns, and there was a bunch of furries, and the furries all got on their knees in front of it. And then they walked behind and executed the furries at a Comic-Con. That's pretty funny. Good short.
Well, I just went and took a bunch of Excedrin, so I'm hoping my headache goes away so I can actually be present.
I also hope
Because I am just trying to hang in.
if you need to go, you can. We understand.
I've been okay, but it is rough right now.
I get it. I would have canceled if I had a headache.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are munching down on some pastries, pretty good pastries. Since it's it would be minor dignitaries, it's not the best pastry shop in the picture. Someone went to Roth's. Yeah, and they got the donuts there. I mean, they're good, but
And Lucy
Donut to
knows
donut.
that.
Yeah.
yes,
She looks at it and realizes, oh, that's probably good. Okay.
Tito.
I haven't had pastries since that place that we were playing in Arkwich.
Yeah. Oh.
And Lucy
Arkwich
knows
has
they're
some
all-
good things.
They're all made with honey, so she can't have them.
They're not all made with honey. There would be ones that are
Oh,
the variety.
She maybe tries one of those.
Be like, there's donuts and various pastries. You would know which ones. Because let's be real, you probably have snuck in here and got some when your dad said no pastries. let's be honest.
She's pretended to be a dignitary here before.
Yeah, exactly. So, eventually, the secretary goes, yes, your Alexander is ready for you.
Lucy comes up and falls. She goes, the 10th, right? Not the 9th?
He is the 10th in line.
Okay.
Yes.
You have a plan? What are we doing?
I'm going to say hi. I think first we need to just talk about, I'm going to get down to business about Sancta Verde and see how he reacts to me.
You don't think that's weird to just like not say anything?
Freestyle.
I don't know. Yeah. What do you think I should do? I don't know. They think
You want
I'm
to like
dead.
hide in the back and then?
We can pin him. We can try to.
No.
No, let's not assault a dignitary.
He's kind of mean, but he's my older brother. He's a good guy. Well, he's kind of nice. He's just all business because he was made to be all business.
Venice.
And had no other choices.
And
But
you are led up into a room. You can continue having your conversation.
I think just let me handle it. And then she goes in front.
And you're led up to an office. It's a decently sized office. And he's not there yet. Please sit. He will be with you momentarily. It's more like a conference room, I suppose. Sit. He will be with you momentarily. Once again.
Lucy's too
I've been in
nervous to sit.
situations like this before. They say momentarily, but you're sitting here for freaking hours, and by the time they get here, you don't even want to see him anymore. You know what I think we should do? I think we should set fire to something, and I bet he'll arrive a whole lot
Tito,
brother.
No
You know this
fires.
isn't like an interrogation or anything, right? This is just a meeting.
You don't know that yet.
This means I wrote him a letter with my full name. I put all the middle names. This means he doesn't believe me. I don't know what's about to happen, or if he thinks it's a joke, or
What if
thinks
he doesn't even show up?
I don't know.
We just beat that hell out of whoever does.
I think I look the same. I don't know why no one recognizes me.
I will.
I look like Margarita, don't I?
Not to us.
Oh no. That's not what I expected. No, I don't know. Wait, that's good.
We can sculpt you and say, this is you.
Well, I guess we'll see when he walks in what you look like, because
I
to us
look
you
in-
look like you.
I look in the mirror. Is there a mirror in there?
Yeah, you look
I
like
can't hear
Lucy.
you.
Why is it? But Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I
So I
don't
look
know
like
what's
Lucy?
why can you not? I see my bar going up, and it's hitting that dinga dinga dinga. Why is Zoom struggling so much?
Struggles
input
with the
levels
really,
are fine.
quiets and the really.
Oh,
really loud
automatically
ones.
adjust microphone volume maybe is what's going on. Zoom has a setting, and it might be like,
Oh.
Conflicting with your other settings.
yeah, because my microphone is fine.
So precious.
Anyways, we'll try that.
Lucy doesn't sit. She just waits watching the door.
I cast Enhance ability on Lucy's charisma.
What's that raise it to? It's already at.
No, it's advantage
You get
Oh,
advantage
okay.
on all charisma-based
Nice.
checks.
for an hour.
Ooh, she needs that.
Wow.
Can I cast? Can I cast? It's only for 10 minutes, I guess. I was thinking I could cast.
Haste yourself when you have to talk.
Oh God, no! Please,
I was
you
thinking
already talk too fast.
detect thoughts, so I know when he's coming.
Okay. That's
Because they only know if you direct it at them, right?
I guess what does the spell say? Detect.
I think if I direct it at them, there's like two forms. If you go further down,
Oh.
where it's like you also use a spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
I will also give you bardic inspiration.
I want to hear this. How do you? What song do you sing?
Come on, Lucy, it's time to meet your friends or family. Go to a very distant land. Barkwich is kind of scary, but you're gonna do great. Tito's tots.
Wow, that was really good.
I think I'm ready. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. And the door opens.
So I felt it coming before. I smoothed
No,
down.
the door. No,
Oh.
you interrupted me saying the door opens. So
Oh.
the door opens to the song.
So it fizzles.
No, you get the spell off. But,
Okay.
but the door opens as you cast the spell.
Tito's
tots.
tots.
And in walks Alexander and 4 others.
What are we talking about? Like guards, other diplomats?
They look
They got
like
weapons?
other diplomats. Lucy, you recognize them. They're the scary ones that are when you need to protect whatever diplomats there. Like they're like the secret service of.
So they're his Rex and Bingos.
No, they're nope.
But
They're
like actually badass.
Like higher than Rex and Bingo. They're like your dad's Rex and Bingo, but like they're the ones that are called in when you don't know who's there and like rut-row could happen.
Okay, this is what she says. Hi, X. I'm back.
Yes, indeed. He sits down, and Tito, you notice their movements and order and whatnot, and they position themselves in the most advantageous places in the room. Just like the way they're carrying themselves, they're a little bit scary. Like Rex and Bingo are kind of goofy. They're like.
In the back of her mind,
You kind of want to fight them.
in the back of Lucy's mind, she's like,
real.
Yeah.
"Are Rex and Bingo not looking like themselves to back to their wives and be kicked out?"
So you are an emissary from Sancta Verde,
We're a new city and we're requesting Barkovia to recognize our status, and she's trying to hold back tears, and to intercede on our behalf with a conflict we're concerned that is brewing with the Acria Libra.
Sorry, I just know 33. That's a real good roll. What
Can I roll my?
What are you doing?
What's the?
I just want to like be providing like calm background music to try to make a calm environment.
Oh, heck
like
yeah.
a spa environment, like everything's long strokes and like that there's somehow I'm playing the lute and a pipe at the same time, like one of those.
You have
Yeah, like a
one,
pipe neck attachment.
one in
Yeah.
your butt
Yes.
cheeks.
Yeah. There's like a chorus somehow, or not chorus. There's like
I mean,
multiple of them
with
going.
The 33, like, all right, I mean, yeah, man.
I'm also
Boring, kicking
playing the
out
hand
verses.
drum with my feet.
With your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
You're just flexing your butt cheek. Anyways, Lucy, you notice your detect thoughts, the surface level thoughts. There's none. Which you've never really had that ability, but you've never really thought about the fact that Alexander has perfect control over his thoughts.
Yeah,
The other
that's not
thoughts,
surprising.
the
He's
other-
that older brother.
I also assumed that they would all have like the thing like mind shielding rings, like she did.
Dude, you guys didn't get that from what's it? And so you.
Do I roll persuasion for that? To see how. And I'm assuming it's at disadvantage because it's him, but it's advantage because what Oliver did. So it's
Sure.
flat, right?
Yeah, you can roll persuasion.
Am I right that it's
Yeah,
flat like
it
that?
is-
Because
it is definitely flat.
20 altogether looks like.
And you are trying to declare your independence from the sovereign nation of the Acria Libra.
We have, under the Accords, the right to self-determination.
And
There have been no taxes going from Sanctuary, no taxes levied, no defense when a horde was coming.
So how do you feel about? So Lucia, roll your. Man, that's interesting. How do I work this?
I think she's right. She's talking about the goblin and Shuni Accords that I made up as my headcanon in our Discord server.
Yeah, but the problem is that people were sent to their defense.
They were? Did I forget something?
Yeah, Davros.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of thought of him as like an independent religious contractor.
Davros and 35 paladins. That was the game one. Davros was like you're living in the body.
Yeah.
You know what? You would have made that connection then.
Then I said,
Because you're
they said
occupying
insufficient
the
defense. When we needed more, they instead attacked us.
Insufficient defense. They lost 35 lives.
Well, no, the route she would have gone then is there have not been. I haven't heard anything about taxes. Is she wrong on that?
Yeah, they said they repay. They said they did say they pay taxes also.
Oh, they pay taxes. Okay.
Because Lucia would have planned this all out in her head.
She would have said then they did send defense. There were taxes, but they ruptured any sort of treaty between Sancta Verde and the overall power when they sent further paladins to assassinate the local leadership. Because Mara's the wife of the mayor, right?
Lucy,
That is true.
give me a second. What'd you just say? Say that again.
They sent insufficient defense, I think purposely, and then they sent a larger force to assassinate local leadership. That means we have to be independent to save the women, children, and men of this village. And has already had to have a treaty with another outside force. We've made it where a local horde defended us instead.
And you have proof of this.
What would she
we got
have with that?
we got a bro back in Sancta Verde.
We can send some people out to. And Lucia, you've never seen this. He looks to be caught off guard for a moment. There's a brief flash of like, excuse me, I'll be right back. And he gets up and he leaves.
Are the guards still there?
Yeah.
I don't care if they hear. They'll report to him. I don't think he recognizes that I'm his sister. So we just need to protect Sancta Verde.
Are we able to testify as witnesses to these actions to add credence to them happening?
We would also have Mara's testimony. We would have the blade that is used by the paladin, but it'd be our testimony. But we need arbitration just to start the protection process.
We still have people from the horde in Sancta Verde.
The door opens and he walks in with your father.
Oh shit!
She just. Hi, Father. I'm back. I don't think any of you.
Prove to me you are Lucy. Something only Lucy would know.
I know her as Lucy.
I took your cigars during the celebration to give to my friends, and I'm still really sorry about that.
Birthday. What's your birthday?
And I don't know why you sent me away, but I don't know if it matters anymore. I'm here to protect my people in Sancta Verde.
Lucy, you feel someone probing your thoughts.
I don't resist it. I think it would be like is it an intelligence save or something? I don't.
It's a wisdom.
It's usually wisdom.
You succeeded.
You can purposely fail if you want, right?
I was making secret rolls for you, and they were succeeding until just now. In which case, you succeeded by a lot. Natural 19. Good job.
Oh, my spell? It goes away in 10 minutes, though.
No.
It's only...
Someone was probing your thoughts.
No, she would let that happen so they could see it's her.
Oh, well, see, you don't know though. So like, I was giving you like a passive resistance, and then
okay.
And then
she has the mind shielding read off.
Yeah, yeah, you do. That's when I was like, Lucy, hang on. I was rushing to your character sheet to look. What was the nickname your mother called you?
I don't know if I know that out of character. Did I give you one?
No. Well, I mean, make one up.
Oh.
Like my little Lou, or
you're not gonna make me say that here.
My little snot. Her little
maybe
snot
it's Twinkle
rocket.
Toots.
It was her Twinkle Toots. It was Twinkle Toots. That's even better.
No, Lizzie actually says like, no, I'm a dignitary, and I'm not gonna say that here.
Are you resisting the? Are you thinking it?
Yeah.
As she's saying that, can I put my hand on her hand and just be like, relax. Your family's trying to see if this is you or not.
Maybe they don't need to know if it's me. They just need to know. Maybe she's gonna take care of Sancta Verde.
As he's
we can do that later.
These questions, there's like the father face, the dignitary face is starting to break a bit. He goes, "What? I need to get someone in here to verify." But
I'll verify whatever you got to, brother.
Daddy,
With
that
a
was
friend.
Lucy. What would you want to say to her? Why did you send her to Arkwich?
I hate that I have to respond.
Yeah, you can't ignore it this time.
After we verify who you are, and he walks out, and a very short while, actually not even a short while later, he walks out and he goes, "Come!" And two clerics walk into the room, and they cast a spell.
You're probably gonna find out this spell that I've met someone. And I look at both the clerics. Can we be discreet about that and let me tell him?
Come.
Or is her daddy Picard?
Come, enter. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. He is now. I love that.
Emotionally distant.
There's not really a.
Owns a vineyard.
Not really a spell though, is there? That's just like I have a made-up spell that lets me determine.
Would it be Zone of Truth?
Yeah.
They could do Zone of Truth. To ask you, but like I was thinking like a spell to the. Sure, they cast Zone of Truth. Are you Lucia Peritas? Are you Lucia blah 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 Peritas?
Yes, I am Lucia Jacinta Carlota Alexandria Nora Carolina Paritas.
Is your father Alexander
What?
blah 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 Peritas?
Yes, that is the man who
What?
sired me.
Do you have a set of twin sisters?
No, they're dead. I was hoping to visit their grave before I left.
What were their names? What were
Daisy
their
and
names?
Daffodil. And she's like a tear goes down.
Like the flowers that formed on their grave.
They didn't form. I put them there.
That was me. And they go through a series of questions, many deep probing questions, and eventually at the end.
And she became more and more embarrassed.
Yeah, they're deep probing questions that are like things that.
So what do we learn about Lucy?
Oliver's taking notes.
I mean,
Make sure to get her middle
everything.
names.
I don't know, but you know they have you learn the names of most of her siblings.
I'll put them in the chat.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, put your middle name in there too, whatever you
It's in there.
psychopath.
Man,
Yeah, all 13 of them.
if four names is a serial killer, what's 13?
She's saying that means she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I'm making a joke about royal families because they do that.
I just
With
think
lots
of
of middle
Percy.
names.
Eventually, after all of the questions, and not they're not questions designed to be embarrassing, but like they are personal questions that your dad is asking you. After a while of these questions, he starts to bawl tears.
You can't cry because then I have to cry. You can't cry. You're not allowed to cry. You're not allowed to cry.
He goes and he holds you.
You're not allowed to cry.
Tightest hug, and he goes, "You died. You died, Lucia."
Wait, can I interject real quick? I'm playing the yes, I'm playing that on the pan flute in the back.
That my heart will go on.
Oliver's also crying as he's playing the pan flute.
How are you alive?
Tito's gonna play his war drum too.
How are you alive, Lucia? Oh, my sweet Lucy.
You sent me away, and
my
I
sweet
went to a
bugaboo.
very dark place. And then when I came back, time had passed, and we just there's something very bad coming.
I don't know what any of that means. I don't.
You're not supposed to cry. I don't like this. You're not supposed to cry.
He's composing himself.
Is she crying too?
I don't know. I assume I don't cry or mortified.
it?
What do you feel when you've seen your dad
Is it
cry?
is it wisdom? What do I do to withstand
Yeah,
this?
wisdom.
She got a 15.
I would call that. I mean,
That's a pretty high DC.
I would say.
So she's crying, but she's
Yeah.
something you're not supposed to
She's
cry.
also
Going-
emotionally dysregulated 365 days of the year.
I was
so.
gonna give you a disadvantage with it.
Oliver's having a dignified cry, just like a couple of silent tears.
Oh, let's please. I don't. You're not dead. Go.
Can we get a
X, go
can
fetch
we
your-
get like a nice room?
Go fetch your mother. Yes. Yes.
Tito, shut up.
No, come.
These are my friends. That's Tito. He's gonna go to the tippy top.
And he goes.
That's
Oh
Oliver.
yeah, Tito.
He goes and
Of
the
he's.
best
Tito's
part
tots,
ever.
we're on our way to the tippy
Oliver,
top.
This is
Also
At your
known as
service, sir.
Titopia.
This is Sir Boren Silverforged, one of the most fantastic paladins I've ever met.
That's boring.
great.
And he
Not
shakes
alive.
all of your hands.
She's not, you are the best paladin she's ever met.
That's
Yeah, the other one tried to murder everyone, so.
true.
He only tried to murder like,
I think
The
Lucy
one.
knows about that. She just knows something bad happened.
No, he means the.
No, I'm talking about the one that tried to kill Boren and all of his friends, and also the ones in that big city that tried to murder us as well.
Yeah. I'm like the only paladin you don't think is evil.
Wait, mommy's coming?
Might
She
be
trusts her
true.
friends? Okay. She's Lady Peritas, and she is a lady, and her name's Lady. Don't make a big deal about it.
Wanted to kiss someone's hand respectfully. Can I do that?
If you kiss my mother's hand, I will come after you.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
maybe you can get far.
No, it's a very respectful,
And
like a
Oh,
mob
that's right
boss.
here.
Of course.
You.
We're not like
At
a
first.
mafia. We're
No, your mom. Is.
So as
no, we do diplomatic relations between all the nations. We're not a mafia.
Yeah, I don't really know how this works though, so I feel like
Our banks are all above board. We don't. I said
What board?
I don't know.
that's
Why are you being literal to me? I'm supposed to be the one who's literal to you.
So your dad is leading you out of that room into
They're on the up and up.
a different room, and you, as you.
Lucy feels so uncomfortable with this. She doesn't fully know why. She's just like very tense.
Tito, are you open to like? I think is it Korea where like men hold hands and walk down the street as a sign of like friendship and like
We can do
love?
that.
That's
yeah, I
cool in
was gonna-
Barkovia. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's
'Cause,
part of our
like-
culture.
That feels right now with everything we've been through.
Tito's comfortable with pretty much anything.
Rex and Bingo are very normal here.
they're Sam and Frodo.
Oh, she wants some. Rex and Bingo are here. I saved them and I got them back. Can someone tell their family that's really them? Because I'm worried that they're going to get the same experience that I just got, and that would devastate them.
Sir, I have a question.
I'll tell him.
Does she look like you would expect her to? Because we've had kind of a strange go of it, and we aren't sure if we look like we're supposed to people outside of our group.
She looks like my daughter.
Okay, good.
She looks like my little twinkle toots.
Why are you saying that?
Also,
I'm an ambassador.
I'm gonna need more information about how that nickname came about. By the way,
No,
please.
no.
Of course. And you from down the hallway.
I
you
imagine
see
there was beans.
a nice
It involved glitter.
dressed.
Oh no!
I ate some glitter. A lot of glitter. I made
Like when you open one of
donuts.
those cards that has the trap in it.
I
Was
made
it
glitter
like glitter
donuts,
inside of some chili?
Yeah.
and I ate them because I had a fun tea party planned with Father. And I don't know why he didn't eat them. And I was sick for a long time.
You're just leaving trails of glitter. But in the form of
You just show up 3 hours later and be like, "Oh, Lucy was here."
I don't like that name.
Good old Wiggletoots.
Twinkle Toots.
Let
I
me put
can
that in
remember
my-
that one.
Let me put that one in my notebook.
She goes inward and says, "Don't you say anything to her patron."
Why'd you go inward?
No, she just
I don't think
thinks
you're
that.
supposed to.
Edwin says nothing in response. So as you walk, you see a female Shuni come around the corner, and she's walking very like picture like a princess who's normally prim and proper and trying to like walk very princessly.
She's gorgeous. Lucy looks more like her than her father, but acts more like her father.
And she's walking normally at a picked up pace, but as she sees you, she basically just breaks into a sprint.
Lucy flames on and flies to her.
Oh, dear, and the biggest hug, and your mom is sobbing.
And
her
this is wait, she can do it too.
ruined.
This is a racial trait, and the archons are through her side.
Then she also flames on. But I was going to. I wasn't sure.
Can I make a sleight of hand check, please?
Yeah.
I'd like to be holding Tito's hand, and then as Lucy's flying toward her mom, I want to try to hold her dad's hand.
Sure.
So, you
18.
Yeah.
You get his hand.
Yay.
did that work?
What a beautiful moment.
It's very. You know what? I'm rock hard with emotion.
I'm bricked up for a moment.
I'm glad I didn't hear any of that.
I'm gonna walk over and try to hold her dad's other hand.
And in that moment, Lucy would say, "Mom, I don't know how to talk about this, but I met someone while I was gone."
Roll yes! Sleight of hand.
I don't think he's gonna be as sneaky.
I don't think so either.
It's so
He's just gonna grab it.
Wait, I'm gonna use my the spell. I do that thing.
Silvery bar.
Yeah.
11?
That's better.
I think it's better if he just grabs it anyway.
Oh my, oh my word.
kind of would.
Yeah, you grab his hand.
Alright. And I just look up and smile at him, and then
Are the
smile at
bodyguards
Lucy.
with us?
They're over there
Like-
weeping in the
They are.
corner.
Maybe X is there, and he's like, "No, we'll allow it."
Don't murder.
X what is there, and he's just like, it's a moment, I guess.
I'm gonna like
Never
hold
seen
out my
my dad
hand
like
to see
this.
if X grabs it and joins the moment.
So my headcanon is that X is like Randall Thor before he loosens up. Like I need to be in charge and be
This
hard
could be
to
the
protect
moment.
people.
I'm gonna loosen him
His
up.
turning
Okay.
point.
He does.
Loosening him up
He,
by
he
force.
takes your hand.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oliver, do you know what you started?
This is beautiful. I can't wait till Lucy turns around and says,
Well, I feel like it would be like I feel like they're actually they're like a very affectionate culture because they're a dog culture.
yeah, but you know how we are though. So like this is weird for us.
We already made an alliance between Barkovia and Titopia.
Oh
She's
my
not calling it that.
Well, Tito will keep it riding.
So eventually, the wings die down, and you turn and you see everyone holding hands.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, so on the ride over, I told them some customs. I think they took it out of context.
And this is when your dad goes, "Oh," and he walks forward. Please.
Oh, sorry.
Let's adjourn to we'll adjourn to our home, and we'll discuss and we'll talk. I am so
Tito can talk.
at a loss. You were lost at sea. I don't. We scoured, we scried, we searched, and we found nothing.
Our ship went to a different plane, I think, and I don't know
We
why.
just arrived by sea. It only took about a week.
Where were you trying to send me?
I was trying to send you to the diplomatic school in the Shining Citadel, so you could learn about
That place sucks.
Oh,
be safe away from events
That place
that
does
were
kind of stink.
transpiring and learn about
I
diplomacy.
can't go there now because they've officially labeled me a heretic.
Correct.
They've gone a little bit far with their religious fervor.
Inquisition literally wants to kill me.
Yes, they have cut all ties with Barkovia on the outside.
That makes sense.
They do.
That's
suck.
why we want Sancta Verde protected, because it's not like that. It's trying to make we've worked with a horde in the feral hordes to make an alliance with Sancta Verde. They're becoming one people.
Parentheses to Utopia.
It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
That's secondary name we're considering, but we haven't taken to a vote.
They're very civilized now.
Fascinating.
They genuinely have surprised us with how well they fit in.
I think we made them sad though because someone turned into a big gorilla and beat them. But I wrote the nice notes, so hopefully they're coming back.
That didn't happen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
I didn't see it.
I would have liked to have gone there and not been a heretic. They had a good
You're
library.
making that up.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Well,
I tried telling him that heresy is a matter of the will and that me just trying to say things and figure things out isn't heresy,
What?
but he still tried to stab me afterwards.
let's take this. So, Lucy, I'm gonna need you to let your friends speak through this, because as we all know, you get lost in your own stories. What? So
Sometimes.
Daggers at all of us.
why don't you start from when you basically go through the story of Arkwich up till now, and you can be as detailed, or I'm not going to make you do it simply because that would just be rehashing every single game.
And
But-
what are we, Naruto?
Oh my gosh, my kids started watching that.
They watching the abridged version or the whole thing?
The real, they're like 100 episodes in. They go through TV fast. And then he will, after that. So now I will tell you from our standpoint what happened. So 3 years ago, you made some diplomatic mistakes.
Well, it's only been 3 years.
Oh, please tell me more.
It's.
I don't remember any of it. Did
She
I
doesn't remember either, though.
Did I
Seriously,
start
I'm
a
very.
war?
You caused the flare-up of a conflict between the crown lands of Aurelia and the Kingdom of Thess. And
Those real places, I ain't never heard of that.
Lucia, you find yourself in the library with Anduin.
I tried to tell my mother about you. No one seemed to listen, though.
That's fine.
Should a ring have come with the contract?
Come with me. And he stands up and he straightens his nice white suit.
Is it a bunch of occult books? Like, well, I read that one.
It's all
that
books
one
that
too?
you've read.
Oh.
This is her mind palace.
You know I read that one?
Yeah.
It was just anatomically correct about incubi.
Anyways, he opens the door. Would you like to go to a ball?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we need to. And it's like, is it like
I don't know what that is,
where
but
she's
let's
like,
do
she's
it.
got like a mask on, and
It's
it's like
just Lucia here.
floofy,
Oh.
and he's her Goblin King, isn't he?
No.
Anduin's there.
He's not there. But you see, you as he says that, and you go, no.
Did
no.
you lock this away?
He pushes you through. You did. And you stumble through, and you are sitting in your room, and your lady in waiting is busy finishing your dress, tying it up in a little corset and getting you prim and
You know,
proper.
Maybe I don't need to go. Would you like to go to a ball? I'll let you have my dress.
You find yourself there. This is Lucia in the past now. You're reliving your memory. So,
She's still trying to say that.
very busy day it is, milady. Now, please do try to watch your tongue. There are many diplomats about, and
How do I do it? Do I hold a mirror to look at it?
no, Lucia, just mind what you say. Think before you speak. She
I can't
smiles.
see it.
You'll do fine. And she gives you a little hug. Now, enjoy.
How am I supposed to do that if I'm supposed to think every time? I'm already thinking, and you want me to double think?
Well,
I imagine this is a more confident Lucy.
this is
This is before her trauma made her forget all of the things that happened to her. I feel like this is confident you.
apparently
She's
not.
more confident now than she was in her childhood.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This is Lucy without any
Purpose.
Character development.
anything. This is Lucy in raw form without any
just-
tempering.
Kid Lucy.
So you walk through the hallways as the
Uncensored.
servants bustle about doing various.
Raw and uncut.
I didn't hear what you said. Preparations, and you arrive at the ballroom. Hundreds of faces, all talking with each other, and you see your father talking with an older man with graying hair, a large scar over his left eye, and
Is there a chandelier?
around there are several chandeliers.
Yes. That's all she ever wanted. That's what she's been seeking through in Arkwich.
It's the fanciest ball you've been to yet. And your father notices that you and smiles. Ah, Lucy. And he looks at the older man. Your Highness, my daughter Lucy. Lucy, this is His Majesty King Alarion the Steadfast. And that
I
name,
bow. Oh, I curtsy.
that name rings a bell in the back of your brain. King Alarion the Steadfast. Oh, you read a book about him. Yeah.
I read a book about you.
Tens of thousands of people were slaughtered in his ascent to the throne. They called it the Year of Tears.
So I think I said, I read a book about you. There was a year.
At one point, the king even used children to lure out dissent from among the citizens and had them all slaughtered. Oh, and then he withheld food.
Am I saying all this? Is this past me saying all this?
He withheld food from those who wouldn't recognize him as king. And the magical plague that he created that would... What did it... Oh, it would make the skin boil of those who mentioned his dethroned brother. What was his name? King Alistair the Just.
And then does the spell go off?
And we talked about a spell. No spell goes off. I didn't write down a spell.
No, I mean because of is Lucy saying all this? Is this Lucy babbling?
And at one point, there was a rebellion forming on the southern border with the kingdom of Thess. There was a city trying to join. That's right, which caused one of the worst retributions in all known history. All the villagers slaughtered, and then it sparked the war between Thess and the Crown Lands, and everyone who knows about it always refers to it as the biggest blunder by a political party in all of history. And that's when you come out of your brain reciting everything. The entire room is quiet.
I said all that?
Everyone's staring at you, and you can finally hear your dad. Lucia, go to your room. And at this point, out of nowhere, Rex and Bingo have you by the arm, and they're pulling you away.
I thought it was common knowledge.
And the look on your father's face is one you've never seen before. It's not anger.
It's disappointment.
It's like a deep despair. You don't know why he feels so sad, but he feels something very, very sad is just in the pit of his stomach. And as you make your way through the crowds, everyone's watching you, whispering, talking, and just staring at you. And the last thing you see is the doors fling open and armed humans rush into the ballroom, and then you're whisked out.
Why was this a ballroom in the Shuni city?
Mm-hmm.
They invaded us?
So, you guys, you are all in like a nice sitting room. There's whatever you guys want to eat or drink is there in front of you, and you're just sitting there with Lucy. Oh, he's going through what happened, right? So he says that word, those two names, Thess and the Crownlands, and then so I sent Lucy off to. And you step back, Lucy. I sent Lucia off to the Shining Citadel for her protection from the diplomatic fallout that was about to happen. Obviously, if someone is in a different continent, it's a lot more difficult to
assassinate them.
Yes. But then...
Daddy? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want anyone to be hurt. I'm really sorry. It's
my fault for putting you in that situation. You just were so excited about the ball. I'm only sorry because it led to your disappearance, and I thought death. I blamed myself for years. And then at this point, your mom interjects. Are they still at war? He was going through such depression. Yes, they are still at war. Unfortunately, Barkovia is also still at war. We pledged protection to Thess, who is the not aggressor in the war, obviously. And so Barkovia has lent soldiers there and aid and what we can. It's the first political war that we've been in thousands of years, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the last time it happened. I'd have to think, but...
I just had like a Doom-like sequence of events in my head of like us with like bandanas and like camo and like that paint underneath our eyes, like in war. I don't know. That would have been... I just had a whole thing in my head that had just happened.
Wait, you said a Doom... Here we go.
The music is going on in the background. And we're all at war. Lucy's like floating around, like shooting Eldritch Blast. Tito's like just punching through people. Boren's hacking people in half, and I'm just like playing my lute, but it also is an axe now, so I'm like, yeah.
I would have gotten to it a lot sooner, but I wasn't prepared.
I am
That's
totally
our next
down
arc.
to like go on a mission, like abandon all of our other stuff and just go to the one place and kill that guy.
That's our next arc.
Put an end to the war.
If I think I remember now. Why did he have people ready to invade us so quickly?
Well, it wasn't an invasion. It was to pull him out.
Oh.
Well, also, I mean, they did try to fight with what diplomats they had there.
Sometimes diplomacy is not the right choice.
Dino agrees.
That was character development. I say that to her mom.
Yes, she's grown.
A little girl saying something isn't enough to invade other countries, no matter who she's the daughter of.
Well,
He was going to do it no matter what. I know I did wrong. I'm not trying to deny that I did wrong, and I feel I fought for a lot of people. But he can't be kept in check.
well, I mean, he's the rightful ruler of his own kingdom. That's why we lent aid to Thess. We don't.
Rightful ruler.
I mean, by their laws.
Lucy got tempted to just start an
What
empire.
happened to his brother who should have been in power?
Like I said, by their laws.
Sounds like they should be overthrown for having bad laws.
I don't.
And now
Oliver has a shotgun. He's like,
we just became the CIA of Barkovia. We take
I'm
care of
gonna
what
say,
Barkovia
we're
can't.
becoming the America.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I need a electric guitar and a giant amp.
We can get you that.
what
Feather.
what happened?
Inspire the whole army.
What happened in the past happened, and it's years. The combat is now mostly border skirmishes with the Crownlands dealing. They still are technically at war, but being the aggressor, being the attacker, with aid from Barkovia, Thess has been able to hold off well enough. And it's in the past, Lucy. You are correct. He very well might have tried it. It was... Who knows what would happen, right? I don't. But I'm just glad that you're back. I'm glad to have my little girl back. Lucy, you haven't met your... You haven't met your sister, have
Your
you?
What? What do you mean?
I thought that was the lady that ran in and hugged her.
That was her mother.
No, the other one. Wasn't there another?
So yeah, Lucy was always the baby. So I told Chaos, "Hey, they probably had one since then. You get to name it." Lucy has no clue.
Go get Muffin, please.
Muffin? Is that a nickname?
Looks at Alexander. I see mommy named this one.
Well, that's her nickname, Maisie, but we call her Muffin because you just want to eat her up.
Muffin's a pretty
Lucy
good nickname.
feels
Not quite
so
as
bad.
good as Twinkle Toots.
She does not
Almost
like.
as good.
This is your DM piling on.
That stopped her because she was about to say when he's like, "I'm so glad you're back." She's gonna be like, "I can't stay there."
I mean, we stay for a little bit, you know. But
then you disappeared. We don't know where you went, and then that was you that sent me the message. I assumed
Yeah.
it was my enemies that were trying to.
Well, I felt like your enemy with your
Oh, you
response.
left her on
Because-
red.
Well, you were dead. What do you want? I thought you had died. I didn't realize that was you. Why would I? You were dead and gone. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Twinkle Toots.
Could you stop calling me that in front of my friends?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's been so long, and I thought you were gone, and you're back now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy too. And your mom side hugs you on the couch.
Me too. I don't know why Lucy feels so uncomfortable. She actually feels very uncomfortable right now. She's not even sure why. She didn't expect all this affection.
And you, Rex, and at this point, and Rex and Bingo, I've been informed, are okay. Their family understands.
Okay.
They were a lot less on edge.
I got
than
so
us.
worried that we didn't look like ourselves because this really weird thing. There was this angel of light, and he exploded, and he saved us from the eldritch being that was trying to trap us in Arkwich. Then we got lots and lots of pain.
I know, Lucy. You've explained it all. Oliver,
Okay.
Tito, and Bourne explained it. They did a very good job. Very
So I don't think this is my body, and I think I'm only here to do a certain task, and I don't know how long I'll get to keep this body. Her name was Margarita.
This one's mine, baby.
That's not true.
I'm putting in the miles on this thing.
Why would you
I'm
say that?
hoping this is I'm hoping mine's a top tier. I want to get as many out of it as I can.
As many what out of it?
Don't ask
Anything.
questions.
Time, minutes, miles.
Usually when Tito talks, we just shake our head.
Thanks.
Because if you ask questions, it usually gets worse.
That's true, isn't it?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Tito's gonna be a president someday.
I mean,
Oh yeah, brother. We're gonna take Tito's tots and Titopia all the way to the tippy top.
That's a lot of.
I think we should really talk to
T's
people
in
before we
that.
call it Titopia.
Do you think the T's are a little bit much with that? Tito's, Tots,
Tinope.
Topia, Tippy Top.
Lucy laughs at the pun. That really got to her. That tickles in her. She laughs really loud at it.
No, I was just wondering. Any questions you have? I mean, feel free to we'll prepare rooms for you. You can stay the night and join us for dinner. Anything? Did you just come
I
here?
could. I'd like to.
Yeah, we would love to. Your old room is just how we left it.
Just how you left it, she runs to get to it before everyone else sees it.
Go, Tito!
I cast haste.
Tito's
On myself.
Oh no.
After that, I cast a spell magic on you. So you're stunned for a turn.
Wait, it's a roll to see if you dispel the magic. It's a 3rd level spell,
So is this spell magic.
so then it just works.
It happens automatically.
Okay.
Okay, let me cast it so I lose my.
Do you have counterspell, Lucy?
No, I didn't take that because I figured Oliver would do counterspell, and I have a different role in the party.
I can't take it.
Oh, maybe I should take it.
Maybe you should take it.
I can take it at level 10. Dispel magic also has a further casting distance, but that's okay.
You're stunned. They don't know where they're going, unfortunately.
Grab
Try
a
to keep
Tito.
up with Lucy,
Grab her.
but then we'll never find it.
We have to tease her relentlessly about this.
I know I've been in
Do we
wait.
tickle her?
Wait,
Tito's
do you
gonna-
not
Oh,
take it?
yes.
Now that they know that I'm part of the family, that I couldn't call this whole citadel down on you,
Go for it.
I actually couldn't.
Yeah, I know.
you caved instantly.
We also helped save the king's daughter's life, so
I
reunited her
saved
with
your
her kingdom,
lives.
and we've saved yours. It's a whole group thing.
So
We're all
are we
friends.
going to my room? Is that what's
Yes,
happening?
please.
Are you leading them to your room?
Why can't you guys just let this alone?
We got
This was 3
upgraded
years
to
ago.
like a
I
premium.
was 7 last time I was here.
If you hadn't
Not-
We
reacted
could just
that
go on
way,
our own.
we wouldn't have made it like this, but you made a big deal out of it, so we have to as well. So we can tease you about it, because that's what friends do.
when you
Well,
go
we
in.
don't have to necessarily tease you, but you
very-
can show
We
us
do.
the cool
Neat
things.
room.
I mean, come on, we
And-
kind of do.
It's a very neat room with there's lots of like unicorn plushies on the bed, like unicorns
jump onto the
and
bed.
dragons. Just keep them in the same place. And then there's this huge writing desk that has like this kind of like stack of shelving, but instead of books, there's like tons of different vials of like glitter, like different kind of ink pens, and all this scratch paper. And you see this big sort of charcoal drawing that's like poster size, like like a girl would put a poster of like the band that she loves, the boy band she loves. You see a charcoal drawing of this fantastic face with a chiseled chin, and it looks like Henry Cavill that she drew when she was really little.
I think Oliver probably has like a bit of a brain aneurysm when he sees that, but he's fine.
Because she would have drawn that right after
He's got a
that
headache.
game.
Yeah.
And then there's like scrolls that are actually posters of like boy bands, but like the most like think about like
One dog direction, one direction.
but it's like no,
One dog erection.
don't think like a popular boy band or an actual boy band.
It's just
Think-
the little red. It's the little
not what I
red
meant.
rocket, but it's like poking up from the bottom.
The Red
Worse.
Rockets.
They're all
That's what I
like
meant.
Christian rock, Christian punk knockoffs. It's like the Shuni equivalents of like the bands that would be on TBN
Nickelback.
back in the day.
No, not
Faith
Nickelback.
plus
like,
one.
The Shuni Nickelback.
No, they would scare
It
her.
would be like Ace, not Ace of Base. What's the something? Audio Adrenaline. Is that their name?
Shine
Yeah, like-
down.
Or like
Yes.
she would have Lucy would like the D&D version of like Newsboys.
like Audio Adrenaline,
Bark
but
down.
And
Doggio Adrenaline.
so basically the Shuni version of like Newsboys, MXPX, those
There's
kinds of
now-
bands.
There's now a band that's called Doggio Adrenaline. In
Yeah,
Beastie
that-
Boys.
She
the
was
Barky
really
Boys.
into it. But there's also, because she had that goth stage that she went to so effortlessly, you can tell that she had one of those phases here too.
Some like
And-
3 days grace.
I want to go
Him.
underneath her bed and pull out
Barky's Eilish.
the darkest occult book she ever got her hands on is hidden under her bed.
Well, I'm just rolling around in your stuffed animals, so I'm not looking for anything.
She feels like this weird flutter, like she always wanted him to be in her bed, and she crushes that down.
Now
So the book still
now
there?
it's gonna
Undo
smell
your
like
top button,
boys.
Oliver.
I don't think my father would like you all to be in here. I was never allowed.
The book is
We're cleared.
not there. It wasn't an actual occult evil book. Like, oh yeah, it's gone.
Oh, they found it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't think they?
So they know.
Yeah.
Charles told on me.
I peek my head out from the unicorns. Who's Charles?
He's my older brother, but he's only a year older. No, he's probably like 8 months older. And he caught me reading these books, and he's like, Lucy, you're gonna go to the dark place if you keep reading those books. And
Oh my god, I have a vine for this exact moment.
he was praying for praying for my soul, and they all think he's gonna be a cleric.
Oh, do we get to meet all your brothers and sisters? And are they
How many
older
do
than
you
you?
have?
How do they?
Well, I guess I have a new sister, so I guess I'm not the baby anymore. I don't know what to do with that. I guess that's good, yeah, because I'm not a baby.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you don't have to worry about being the baby because you ain't a baby. Just because you ain't a baby in your parents' eyes doesn't mean you are a baby.
Lucy lost track of what just happened.
Tito confused himself.
And there's probably like lots of like terrarium kind of things with like
Any
little
babies you
gnome
think
figures in
pops
them and
popping
things
out?
like that.
Don't tell mom. That's what she sounded like in my head.
So at this point, the door opens and one of the waiting staff goes, if you would all dinner.
No, don't tell me I have boys in here.
Where are the
What's
boys?
happening?
And then Oliver pokes his head up from the unicorns.
He went there himself.
Dinner is served.
I told him to get out.
if you would
What's
please,
for dinner?
She doesn't realize she's an adult yet.
Oh,
It's
sleight
okay.
of hand. We know how you regress when you go back home.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Sleight of hand. I got a 12. I want to reach into my writing desk and try to just grab I would know the most embarrassing thing I was writing in there, like a journal or something, and I want to grab it.
you rolled a 13 on your sleight of hand.
Yeah. Oh wait, I have a bardic inspiration from Oliver, right? I'm gonna
That
use
only
it.
lasts 10 minutes.
Yep, that's gone.
Oh.
You, what's your passive perceptions, everyone?
14.
Everyone sees you do it.
This is mine. It's my room. Why are you all looking at me? I put it in my bag.
Because we're at your house.
For the first course is a crystal shrimp amuse-bouche, followed
What is
by
that?
it's delicate crystal shrimp caught from the magical luminescent pools of Etheros, served on a bed of microgreens with a drizzle of saffron-infused essence.
Hey,
I
Tito.
want to help the boys with etiquette in a Shuni dinner.
Do you remember
Yeah,
that one
just try to-
time we ate an Oga?
Don't talk about that here.
That was crazy. This
No
is
one
way
needs
better
to
than
know
that.
about that.
We don't know what this is like yet. That ogre wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was.
What do you mean?
It was terrible.
was
I
fine.
threw up.
I started
but
my
you're, like,
vegetarian
little.
phase here.
So?
You were in your what face?
I bet she started her
So I
vegetarian
imagine
phase here,
your
so they're probably
stomach's
giving her
just not
vegetarian
able
food.
to process it as well, maybe because of the size.
Nope.
No,
It's
she
not how that
so
works.
she chose on the
That's not
boat.
how it works. I was fine.
She was vegetarian. She decided
You're
that.
just gross.
You
On the
decided
boat.
that on the boat. You hit that in Arkwich.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I'm a
Yeah.
vegetarian now.
I
How
know what you
dare
mean.
Dad send me away? So you get there, and then crystal shrimp amuse-bouche, which is like 2 shrimp. It's very small because it's a many-course meal.
You eats like 5 of them.
The next
You can
is,
do that. Tito takes 5.
I mean, you'd have to steal from someone else's plate.
Lucy hands in one of hers.
I'm playing with the shrimp on my plate. So
They're
Arkwich. I'm from Barkovia. Oh, it's much
Very-
nicer here.
they're hard on the shell, and then when you crunch it, it is an explosion of flavor. I hate shrimp.
Yeah.
But picture fried shrimp, but it's like a natural breading. Then dragon breath soup. Made
Sounds
from
cool.
the broth was made from slow roasted bones of a fire drake, combined with exotic roots, vegetables. Then
give me
the
a double.
royal griffin egg omelet for the third course. I think
This
it's
is
pretty
this is like
obvious.
the specialty.
Then
You have to
it's
keep eating.
enchanted. They're all
got
very
this.
they're very small portions. So it's not like you're not looking at an American-sized portion. It's like each one is like 3. Picture tapas.
Well, also like Shuni are small, right? So this would be like
They're sized appropriate for you.
okay.
Oliver,
it's
not
made-
that
so-
fork yet.
By the end of it, you're full. You're not
What?
engorged.
Tito, stop using your hands. The hands was only for the first one.
What do you mean? All I've got is my hands, brother.
Don't know that fork right there.
I took all of his
What's a
forks and I
fork?
have lined them up
Also-
on either side of my plate.
Lucy's brothers and sisters are at the table with you, so as you have all been taught, you can get any amount of, basically any juicy story you want. You can make up whatever you want about Lucy when she was a kid.
Don't talk to any of the hot sisters. Don't talk to any of the hot sisters.
There's the
Oliver,
eldest.
we should go find some
Nora?
sisters.
Nora is not there.
No.
Where
Buttercup is
And I-
there.
Buttercup is
A hot sister.
yes, but she has her head in a book. She's like Mary Bennett.
Oh, ouch.
Well, here
Who's
she
that?
actually does it this time because she's more interested in talking to her dead sister. Then there's Andrew. He's there.
He's a man.
He's
He's
like very masculine. He's got medals on. Are they all like in their formal dress?
Yeah, everyone is like,
He's got like medals on.
everyone's decked out.
Oh, war hero.
He's gonna be like he's the captain of the guard. He's gonna be like
Any medals.
Power Rex and
He's all
Victor.
gifted in.
Actually, you know what? He's not there. He's off in Fes.
Oh shoot.
So
That's
Alexander,
gonna make her feel
Andrew's
bad.
not there. Felix is there. No, Felix is
He
not
came
there.
late. He's not there.
Felix is not there.
Oh, is Mona there? Lucy doesn't like
yes,
Mona.
Mona is there.
I would try to.
She's treating you very different than you're used to.
Oliver, Mona's a target.
Emily is there. She's now the lady of the house. Like she runs it.
Ooh, she's Amelia, and she's more literal, so she's Amelia Bedelia.
Beckett and Mel. I didn't. It's Beckett and Mel. Beckett and Mel
They're-
are there. They're looking awesome. Oh, Rex and Bingo and his family are there also.
Beckett and Mal would be with them. They
Yeah.
would miss them. Beckett and Mal would miss Rex and Mingo more than they'd miss me.
Charles is not there, and
He's probably praying.
and then there's also Muffin, who's
How
there.
old would she be now? Is she
Muffin is like
3?
2.
Hi, Muffin. You've really grown.
Muffin looks like Lucy, but their hair, the way it grows, it grew up, and then it kind of like a muffin top, where it's like, and they look very much like a muffin. Go, hello, Lucy.
Oh, you're so
Well,
adorable.
that's adorable.
I'm your sister, and you can call me Muffin.
Hi,
This is
Muffin. You can
interesting,
call me
Tito.
Lucy.
She usually doesn't do well with young children. If you recall back at
Hi!
Sanctivere, let's see how this goes.
Would you like a hug?
I would love a hug.
I give her the biggest hug.
She hugs you back also, and you know how kids like you give a kid a hug, and then the next second you're like, wait, why am I holding you?
Yep. Lucy would have gone to pick her up.
That's exactly what. And suddenly you're just holding Muffin. And
Do you want to meet my friends?
I want to be your friend.
Oh, do you want to meet my friends
I
too?
want to meet your friends.
This is Tito. He's a wrestler, and he's gonna be a president someday.
Hello,
That's me.
President
I'm Tito.
And she does the official Barkovian salute. Hello,
That's
Tito.
cool.
I like you. You look strong. I like your hat, and I like
I
your.
like you too, Muffin.
Thank you. Who that one?
This is Sir Boren Silverforge.
So
And-
Bowen.
He is a paladin. He protects people.
Has he ever killed someone?
We don't ask people. No. We do not ask veterans that. No, we don't ask. I know you don't know yet, but we
You
don't
have
ask
killed
that.
someone? How many
No,
people? I
we all
read a
have.
story where there
Oh,
was
no.
a bunch of paladins.
I hug her very close so she can't talk anymore.
And then the paladins,
No.
they
no.
got in a...
Please stop.
You should meet Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver. So this is Oliver.
Oh,
He is
Oliver.
the most talented musician I've ever met.
I go to
We
shake
once
her
did a
hand.
duet before.
Very tiny paw.
I go, whoa,
I'm so sorry.
and then I turn invisible.
Oh no! I told him it's
Just kidding, and then I like peek into her.
Yay! You're so... Wow. You think I can do that?
But I would like to read that book later if you could bring it to my room.
Maybe one day.
It's a true crime documentary.
Oh, okay. But anyways, would you like to see Oliver play?
I would love it. I would love that.
All right,
Hit it.
let's do this thing. Have you heard the song by Chris Daughtry called "Home"? I'm going home to the place where I belong. That's what he plays. No, only a 28.
Oh, lame. You suck at this.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Wait, going. I just can't. I'm kidding. I'm only getting. There it is.
Yeah, that's a. It's kind of like a. It's a emotional. Like it's
Perfect.
I'd probably say she's going home too. I would make the song about Lucy.
And she is enraptured. And the night goes on. Embarrassing stories are told of Lucy. Not just embarrassing and heartwarming. Basically, everyone was deeply sad at your assumed death. Basically, you were missing, but assumed dead. Because you weren't on the planet, or you weren't on any planes, because they did scry for you. And
That cost money.
Your dad spent no expense in trying to find you. He hired investigators. He pulled like every single diplomatic contact.
Is that how? Remember the Shuni Bones, the Sherlock Bones character?
Yeah.
Is that how that one got sucked in? Was he the hired one? And he was trying to find it, and he got too close, and so he just got sucked in too?
I mean, maybe if Sherlock Bones were still in here. Anyways.
Connections.
The night goes on, and it's just a really pleasant evening. Eventually, Muffin is unconscious because she's really young. And they put her down, and then the rest of you have... you're, Lucy, you are all of your siblings have aged several years. You are still Lucy. Like the age you are when you left, basically.
So they're now all adults then? Because I was thinking the youngest ones, because Muffin wasn't born yet, the youngest ones, we were all, and I was the youngest, we were all like just getting out of the kind of high school stage.
So now they're all like adults with jobs. Several of them are married, with families.
So Charles
of their
did
own.
become a cleric.
Charles is also on the front lines, or he's also in Thess with Andrew.
Well, I guess he's a good boy and would do that. Should we go to Thess? Where I don't know what we should do.
But the night drones on, and eventually everyone goes their separate ways. Those with kids have babysitters, I guess, so they goes on late.
Buttercup does not have kids.
No.
Unless she met someone, that would surprise Lucy.
Buttercup has met someone, but they don't have kids yet.
You've met someone, we'll hear all about it.
Well,
Man, met someone too. Buttercup's actually the only person she would really confide in about that.
His name is Francis.
That's a good name.
Works at the library.
Can he give me some books?
Well, I mean, you can rent books at the library, Lucia, or you can take them from
Look.
We'll go there. You're right. Buttercup got me my first book. She taught me how to read.
This is a lucid question. This is
gonna give me books? Yeah, I mean, technically.
Yeah, he works at a fucking library. What do you think?
I feel like Buttercup would know I meant books I'm not supposed to get.
Oh God.
Yeah, I probably could. Yeah. But she tells you the story of how they met. It was very much Harlequin romance novel where she was going for a book extra high up, and then she fell into his arms. Like it was to a T what you would read in one of those trashy romance novels. And then it was one of those trashy romance novels. If you catch her drift.
Lucy doesn't. But Oliver does. And Lucy is inwardly so glad that Oliver cannot proposition this sister because she was so worried about it.
Trying to behave himself.
This is the one I wrote as like the unmarried one.
She's married now. Even the unmarried one can't resist the wiles of falling into someone's arms while trying to get a book.
I should hang out at the library more.
And
you really should.
Just wait.
That was out of character.
Just wait for someone to get up high and then mage hand the stool to catch him.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So eventually everyone goes to bed, and you guys are presented with very, very lovely, nice rooms. Just very chill, very good night, very nice rest. It's very comfortable, and you eventually all wake up.
There's something I would do before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I'd like to try and cast Sending to Aspen.
What do you say?
It's Oliver. I don't know if you know who I am, but I've been dreaming about you. And I want to find you.
Naked in my bed alone.
No, that's too many. That's too many words.
Oh, you have two
And
more?
to find you with family.
Okay. I didn't expect you to cast sending there.
Yeah.
Crap. Oh, no. Let me go.
Yeah, you don't have to respond now. That's
let
fine.
me go to the bathroom while I contemplate what's going to happen.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
This is where Lucy gets to sneak out too.
I'm gonna mess with my loot too. I'm gonna see if I can set it to find her instead of Rex and Bingo now that we have them.
Oh.
Although I don't know if it only works for people from Arkwich. I don't know how that works.
So it helped us find Rex and Bingo, like when you attuned to it, because it got worked on.
I think so, but we haven't explored that a whole lot, so I want to do that more. And he's obviously emotionally distraught after that dream because it doesn't feel like just a weird thing anymore. It feels like visions into a past life or something. Or a current one. I don't know.
And Lucy meant to ask, she got so caught up in the family stuff, she needs to ask, like, what about this town that's just suddenly gone? That's like X-Files territory.
Yeah.
And Lucy's totally a Mulder.
Yeah, she is probably going to be thinking about it when she wakes up the next morning.
I freaking hate magic in D&D. Google the sending spell.
I want to mess with my loot too before I go to bed.
And Lucy wants to sneak out.
Is there a garden here?
It's got to be.
Tita wants to go to the garden.
The spell.
I think he did. Your mic still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
The spell fizzles.
Shit. Okay.
Maybe she's an Arkwich.
I fucking hope not.
See, that's so
As I contemplate that, I'll also mess with my loot and see if I can try to change it from trying to find Rex and Bingo to Aspen or, anyone else that came through with us.
No, you know
What if Aspen is Penny? Because you got changed when you came over.
When
I thought I was by myself, but I don't know.
When you send the spell, what's in your mind? When you think Aspen, what do you picture? How do you?
Exactly who I saw in the flashback dream sequence. So, beautiful dark hair. My wife.
My what?
Yeah, like I would just try to picture her like how I saw her in the thing.
Okay. That's such a tough question. Well, then I could move the story along, and that would be good. That would be good.
I'm fine either way. It's what he would do because of what happened.
So you think the message. You picture this woman and the emotions that you felt and this connection that you had. Just trying to... Nope.
No! No! No!
She's our final boss. She's the big bad.
You focus on the woman that you saw in your memories, dancing around the pole, the look of joy.
Pole dancer.
No! Come on!
I mean, you said it, so...
Yeah, you did.
She's getting down on it.
Oliver has a different memory for a second. He shakes it off.
That was your bedtime stuff. That was
That's
the
not the
wedding
other.
night.
That's not the only thing he
That was
shakes
the
off.
wedding night.
Fade to black.
You picture... Do you hear the music? I can turn it to this. You picture the woman that you married in your dream or whatever it is, the feelings that you shared, concentrating on those vows that you gave, the raven black hair, the eyes, the fiery attitude. And you send out into the astral sea. It's Oliver. I don't know if you know who I am, but I've been dreaming about you, and I want to find you with family.
Damn it.
Almost.
Can I just take off the last two words? I waited a long time, so maybe it fizzled out, and it'd probably be better that way.
It's so good. Sorry.
Oh, can I change it to your husband? I want to find you. No, that doesn't make sense.
You
either.
could make the last one your love.
No, with family, don't take backs. This is pure
With
Oliver.
Damn it.
Want to find you with family, and you send the message off. Just trying to
Might as well have just said penis.
to send it to
Penis.
this
It would have been
woman
better.
that you've only seen. It would have been better. Only in your memories have you seen this woman. Only in your dreams, not even your memories.
Yeah.
But the connection you felt, you can still almost feel. And as you are thinking about it and concentrating on that, and holding your loot, I mean your actual loot, not your penis.
Why not both?
Why can't we have serious parts in D&D?
Because you started out with pole dancing.
Start out with pole dance.
No, it was a marriage pole. It wasn't pole dance.
All you had to say was dancing around the
Pole,
maypole.
So we're still talking about penis.
Holding onto your musical instrument.
Yeah, it is.
Still, you ever heard me do the helicopter? It sounds like when you're pulling a vacuum pole. And you feel that tiny little thread that is given off of your loot flare up a little bit brighter, and you can feel something coming off of it, almost that same warmth and love you felt in your dream, and you get the message back
Mhm.
Hot and ready.
Remember that time we danced on the pole hot stuff?
What if it's just like a car insurance thing?
Come get it or forget
Warranty.
it.
Your warranty has expired on your.
And it's like one of those scam calls where half the message, like the first few words don't actually show up on it, and the recording starts.
Yeah, my 20-year-old Kia doesn't need that, sorry.
Yeah.
Oliver, it's Penny. Where are you? I'm in the Crownlands of Orlith. I'm safe, scamming rubes. What do you mean, family?
Yes! You're never gonna tell Lucy, are you? She knew it!
I think he just sits there for a while and is like dumbfounded and confused and happy and sad. I don't know. Did she come through with me? What were we doing? Like, is it... Did I have a life other than this? Like, just trying to, like, ask those questions that I can't have answers to right now. Crownlands. I think I have that written down somewhere already, but we're going there next.
Was Penny this character from the first moment you had her messing with Oliver and Arkwich? Because she was like focused on him.
I know. I will never tell. I mean, I could tell.
You said Crownlands?
The Crownlands of Orlith. That name rings exceptionally familiar.
Those are the bad people.
Shit.
They're the Nazis of this realm. Invading other countries.
They're not they're old.
You want to kill a Nazi?
Britain.
A Nazi squad?
Back when Britain ruled like most of Europe.
Most of the world.
Yeah, Britain was real aggressive. And they're a monarchy, so there you go.
I'd probably like fall asleep out on the deck or whatever.
You didn't have any other third level spells to send another.
I think I do actually. I think I have a fourth and two more thirds.
Oh, dick, he messaged
No,
me.
one more.
He messaged me and then he ghosted me.
I don't know. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would spend the rest of them.
Just describe your member to her.
I'm so bricked up right now.
Medieval sexting.
Can you imagine how much effort you would have to go through to get enough sending spells to do that? That's not worth it.
20th level wizard.
You just teleport to them at that point, but this is the way you like to do it.
No, baby. I like it like this. This is my kink.
It's the Bo Burnham sexting song.
Oh.
It isn't sex, it's the next best thing. You typed yours out and it was way better than mine, but I don't know. That's what Oliver does.
Also, Penny's a lot. Let's be honest. Penny's a lot more thoughtful than you.
Yeah, she's more put together, but I'm the better
Okay, well.
bard. So
Make sure to get in family somewhere in your next one too.
yeah,
Family.
I'll end.
Okay, Vin Diesel.
I'll end each one with
Family.
Penny, Aspen, do you know who you are? Before Arkwich.
Okay.
I think we knew each other. Is that one word? Each other?
I will count it as one.
Yes.
Well, no, it's
Each other?
It's 2 words.
Each other
Yeah.
before
Hyphenated.
Arkwich.
Counts as one.
It gave
I
me
need
spelling.
to find you right now. That's 25. Family. I have one more spell. I'm going to tell her where I am. Did bards get teleport?
Nice.
You get back. Oliver, did you have a stroke? No, I don't. It's tough to leave the capital of Orlith. I'm kind of a princess. Bow, bitch.
You fucking asshole. No having Stronk. Miss you. Princess. What? We knew each other before Arkwich. You were my wife. We had family. We are in Barkovia. In Barkovia, no more spells.
So she gets the last word.
Yeah. And I banged her mom.
Or you bang some sort of disgusting eldritch creature that looked like her mom.
Well, I did that a bunch of times.
Yeah, you did. Princess of Crownlands. Don't know how.
She took over her body.
You wish you could get me Orlith dangerous bitch.
It's been hard to get. You've got this.
I just have to find a way to unlock her memories, and then it's over.
If you tell Lucy, Lucy will make this her goal. It's nothing but her own situation.
Definitely tell Lucy. That will definitely go very well.
I don't even care. Like, that's... her rubbing in my face that she was right, it's like so far down the tier list of things I give a shit about right now. And well-deserved, frankly. I don't know how she called that, but shit, I don't know.
And Oliver has a very restless night of sleep.
Yeah, I probably don't sleep. I probably... Yeah.
You probably keep flashing back to that night you saved her life.
Yeah.
Among other nights.
We didn't bang.
He doesn't have any memories of them banging.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dream memories.
He doesn't have any memories of them banging, though.
I'm thinking of the things that I can remember from that too, for sure.
Nothing else comes to you. Boren, how's your headache? Not
It's
good?
nasty.
Okay.
The lore drop in this is insane.
When Chris was leaving, I was like, I'm so excited. I wasn't gonna. The penny reveal wasn't supposed to happen. That was clever spell usage.
I was like not. I was contemplating going to look for her next, but like I was going in a whole different direction. So I'm kind of glad that we figured. My character got to the point where they knew that, because I would have gone in a different direction completely.
And that's the reason. Yeah, I think it understands why it was so difficult for me to determine whether or not it should have worked. Because is she still the same person or is she not? But then I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too.
And the morning comes.
Oliver's still sitting out like on the like what are those, like it's like a couch, but it's just a seat, but like it extends out farther.
A fainting couch?
Yeah.
Did he fall asleep at all?
No, he's just staring.
What did he do
wide-eyed.
when Lucy climbed down past him?
I don't think he would have noticed.
She would have tried to snuck into the library overnight.
Tito would have slept in the garden.
Well, then you saw Oliver on the couch looking 1,000-yard stare.
Now you have a debacle. Are you going to be a sneaky library thief, or are you going to take care of your friends?
Oliver, do you want to sneak into a library with me?
What?
Okay, she stops. I guess I could go to the library in the morning. Are you okay?
I think I know where I want to go next.
To the library? I know
No.
way in at night.
No, I think you were right.
So I'm right about going to the library, but you don't want to go?
No, not the library. I don't care about the library.
Well, that's kind of hurtful. Libraries are great.
I think Penny came to Arkwich with me.
Oh,
I think that feels weird to even say. I think she was my wife before.
oh. Okay, so we need to get a party together. Maybe a renewal of vows. I'll start planning that.
I
And
think we need to find her. She's in the Crownlands of Orlith.
I think we should go there. Maybe we can stop it. The thing I started.
She's a princess or something. I think she's. You know how we took
You're
over
a prince.
people's technically. You can address me as so. Anyway.
Bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
You know I'm part of the family here, right?
No, I was just joking.
Where am I going?
Seriously though, she doesn't remember what happened before, and I'm still piecing it together. When you all found me, that's like I was dreaming about that, or having like some kind of flashback or something. I think I was someone different before Arkwich. Like I looked different. I was a different completely. I don't know where I was
How'd you
from.
look different.
I don't know. When I have the dreams, I don't know. I guess I didn't look in a mirror or something. I didn't think to. It just felt natural. But like, I know what Penny looked like before. What Aspen looked like before.
Penny's a much more adorable name than Aspen.
I don't think so. I don't know.
So we need to go there. You need to whisk her off her feet, rescue, because the Crownlands, I don't care if you're a princess, they're a bad place.
Yeah, I'm worried now. Also, how am I going to show her that I'm telling the truth? How do are there places where memory can be restored or something? Do we have to destroy Arkwich to remember?
I think this
God, I
is a
hope
different
not.
memory thing than like what we can normally do with magic.
I don't want to go back to Arkwich, but I might have to.
We have to save the people who are still there.
I mean, most of the people who were important to me came out with me, but if people we may have known before came with us and we didn't remember who they were, how did you have Rex and Bingo with you?
They were with me on the boat when we went.
And how did...
The boat I remember the boat just landed at a dock.
Why was Penny someone different then? Why was I someone different?
I don't know. But I like to go to the library because there's some books there that might help us. And I was never allowed to get those books, so we're going to just sneak in. and go get some books.
Okay, I turn her invisible and then I go back to contemplating.
Are you okay? I'm not. Would you like a hug? I'm not trying
There's
to
a
leave
lot
you.
to think about. I
Take
don't.
someone to sit with you.
I don't. I don't know.
I can get books tomorrow.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
have an inn.
live out your
my-
childhood
my
dreams
brother-
of stealing things.
My brother-in-law will get me in. I'll just sit here. She sits down next to you. She's invisible.
I see the fainting couch compression. Thank you. I appreciate that. You really don't have to stay. I don't even know what else to.
I bet they've locked it up after I'm gone because I got caught last time. And they found the book that I hid in my room. So I kind of knew it was a long shot for me to actually get in.
You sure you don't want to just go? Do you need or not tinkers? Do you need thieves' tools?
No, my brother-in-law runs the library, I think, now. So I'll go talk to him.
Okay.
I need to meet him tomorrow anyways.
I used all my spells communicating with Penny, so
You want me to leave?
if you want to go, you can. I'm just saying if we want to try
I'm
to
happy
break
to
in
stay.
tomorrow, I could probably help you.
No, we can just probably walk in. I don't think I need to do that kind of
Well,
stuff
that's not
anymore.
very fun.
Well, coming back home's always fun.
I mean, it seems like it's been pretty great so far. I hate to say I told you so, but I'm pretty glad that we made you come back.
Well, how was I supposed to know?
You
Last
love to say I told you so.
I do. I love to say I told you
and
so.
you know she didn't say it to you.
Yeah, I'm happy that things turned out the way that I thought they would, but I understand why you were precautious.
Would you like to start writing your love letters to Penny? I'll edit them.
No, I think I need to see her in person.
Wait, what do you mean she was your wife? How do you know that?
I've been having these visions, like since before we found Scrap. No, wait, what was his name?
Boy, it'd be really good if Tito were here too.
Well, he's in the garden.
I feel like he's in the garden. He probably is within earshot. Because now I'm talking out loud.
Tito, you can hear people talking in the sitting area. It's real obnoxious. Oh, wait, it's Oliver. Yeah, it's real obnoxious.
You're welcome.
I was gonna say, if I've heard any of this,
Scraw! That was...
I'm gonna be like,
Boring.
so we're gonna go save my dwarves too, right? Since we have to go there.
Well, aren't they in Arkwich? Are you yelling at us from the balcony above?
Yeah.
But Boren-
Yeah, I
Oh.
overhear Arkwich like,
Hey, Boren, do you want to just come down?
my family's
I got-
there too.
Boren, you should just come down
Now
here.
they're
We can't
shouting
I
at
tried-
Tito. They're just shouting loudly.
Do you know what
I-
Tito is?
I came out here
I tried.
because I wanted some quiet.
Tito, you asshole!
Everybody
Don't call
else
him
is
that, he's
out
nice.
here.
He scared me!
I tied my sheets. Just go to the left, Boren. And I was above
I
you.
see
That was
Swing
years
there?
ago.
There's stairs you can just go down.
Oh no!
Just come down here,
taking my
Boren.
sheets
Tito's
and
here now,
riding
too.
it.
They added those stairs later. I didn't know they were there.
Them hops.
Yeah, I
That
assumed
is
you
true. I could also
jumped
just
up
jump.
and scared the shit.
I just jump and land behind you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
We
hear
going
the
to Arkwich?
invisible clap.
no, yeah, nice.
She's impressed by it. You can't
Wait.
see Lucy.
When do we leave? We need to get my family back and all of my people, and it seems like you need to go
Yeah,
there too.
and I'm
so let's
worried-
go.
That happened after we went, so Arkwich is still trying to suck people in, so we gotta stop it.
Remember,
How do we stop Arkwich?
Remember your.
We don't know.
Remember your dream, Boren. Sometimes to get where you have to go, it's not always the most obvious routes.
That's why I,
I mean-
wanted to get to the library here. It's the second best library after the Citadel that we got kicked out of. I want to see if they'll let me get access to
Citadel's
books.
library
Has-
sucked.
It has to do something with the runes
I think I read
that
about.
took the mountain. It has to do with that.
I must have read about Andaletta here because I was worshiping her here.
Careful.
I said her fake name.
Okay. I don't remember why I do remember what it is.
She
I
didn't
think
say
I-
her full Andaletta name.
Yeah.
I think I found out about her here, so I want to see if I can get to that book again.
Tito's gonna end civilization because he just says that.
No, he said full Andaletta.
I know he didn't say it, but I'm just saying like that is how the world will end. It's like when Bender gets a bomb put in him that's gonna blow up when he says ass. Like that is what you created when you gave him the words to.
I wonder if we have to eventually do bring her here fully so we can take her out or make her feel better. I just, we need to learn more, I think.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Arkwich too.
Like, I
I
wonder
think
if
we
she got a
learned
rough
enough
deal.
about Arkwich.
No, I think we need
don't know
to
how to end
know
it.
everything about this place before we go.
We don't.
And I
I
think
feel
I
like
must-
Orby was our chance, right? And that didn't work.
He might be dead. But
I think he
I
probably
wonder,
is.
why was I worshiping her before I went to Arkwich? And why is this one? And I know I was reading stuff. I was reading a lot
Because
of
young
books. I should have-
teenage girls get infatuated with the devil. It's okay.
Well, also, like, what if that wasn't what you were doing? I became a whole different person. How do you know that?
Oh.
Like, you
Well,
look the
that's the way
same,
we-
but I wonder if I was tall. That'd be cool.
That would be. She
Like, how
flutters a
tall?
little on her side.
Hey,
But it's
very
good you're the
bad.
same height. Good you're the same height as Penny. Did
He's
you
just
hear?
picturing tall
Penny's his
him.
wife.
How tall do you think? Like 60 feet?
No, maybe like just a solid like 6'4" or something. With
How
big
tall is that?
shining
My 6'4"?
armor on, and he can use a sword. Because I'm not very good with it. I just imagine him to be the opposite of me.
But you're
Better.
good just the way you are.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but what if
You
I
are
was-
you and you were the greatest you?
Yeah, but what if I was like 6'4" and like, yeah.
Then you'd be somebody else.
Lucy thinks about that
Yeah.
charcoal drawing in her room.
Just like-
the turtle. Or the you can do it drawing.
I can't wear armor. I don't know. I just imagine him to be different than me. But I guess if you don't know who you were before, you imagine that it would be better. What if I was like gross?
Was I somebody before?
Wait,
Wait.
you look different. I don't look different from before.
Well, the thing
you
is
stop
I
being
don't have
you?
memories. I don't have memories from. They're like slowly coming back to me. You all remember who you were before, or here for Borin, I suppose. So that's why, and I don't have that, and I'm like slowly getting it back. That's why I need maybe when I find Penny here. Why didn't I change back when I came here?
What changed back to what?
Who I was before.
Well, we look like who we think we are instead of the bodies we're in. So I don't know if we're still alive.
Like in
Yes,
a previous life?
Like, I'm pretty sure that I was someone else. I was Oliver, me. I was me, but I looked different. I had a different life before I came to Arkwich the first time. I've been having these dreams and like flashback things.
What'd you eat?
Well, I started off with some ale. I had that first, and then right as I was about to start eating,
Strikes.
Aspen. That's Penny's real name apparently. My
Penny's a
wife.
better name.
No, it's not. I mean, I'll tell her it is, but it's not. Someone
Don't
was
lie to your
harassing
wife.
her, and then like we got in a fight, and then I had another vision of us dancing around a ball.
Oh, Tito's done that before.
No, we had a ribbon, and we were like dancing around in a circle and like making some kind of pattern.
No, Tito hasn't done that before.
It's a traditional Barkovian wedding.
Yeah, I rolled a 13 in history. Do I?
Traditional Barkovian wedding.
I don't know what that is.
You're
or what,
Barkovian?
what? What are you talking about?
That's how mom and dad got married.
Everyone gets married.
You saying I was from here?
The girl chases the guy around the pole. And the goal is for the girl to catch the guy, wrapping him up against the pole, and then she has caught him. and trapped
And then we did
him.
vows after.
Yeah, she caught you.
They were throwing bird
That's good
seed
luck.
at
It's
us.
not good
And
if you catch
people
her.
throw things at the married couple to signify the weather, like the harsh weather and the.
Lucy crawls up to her room, comes back with like a little diorama. I did this for my tutor, and it's like a maypole and a couple, and it's like a little shoebox diorama kind of thing. Does it look like this?
That's exactly what it looked like. Are you saying that only happens here? Like that's a Barkovia thing?
I mean, we have interactions with a lot of different people, and we live in different places. But
But that would mean that I was from
maybe
here.
maybe you're a Shuni, so then you're not gonna be tall.
Oliver is a
Hey,
Shuni.
it
This is
doesn't-
great.
More
She
than
wasn't,
just,
though.
More than just Shuni live on Barkovia.
Oh, yeah, we're very cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any ice cream.
I'll take some.
There might be a Sunday cart if you go into the kitchens.
No, I thought you were offering me ice cream. Sorry, I wasn't. That's crazy. So, I was from here? That's amazing. I wonder if there's things around the city that would remind me.
Oh, you should go start touching stuff.
Great idea.
That's how you
Whoa,
unlock memories.
We can go when we go to the library tomorrow. Look for Oliver's.
Well, I don't know if my name was the same. It could be. I don't
There will
know.
be a
you're
record
right.
of Oliver,
Maybe it's a
Mary,
different
and
name. Maybe
Aspen.
it's Groliver.
We could look for them. All right.
Because it'd have to go.
No, wait.
the-
Aspen was her name.
Yeah.
And that was from before, so we could look for that.
Let's find Oliver, Mary, and
That's a
Aspen.
good idea.
Find in the city records to see what part of the island you're from.
Holy
Because
shit.
the main bureaucracy's here.
Didn't you say in your dream you were like a government official?
Was I?
I want to say you said you were like a mayor or something, but I could
think
totally
I-
have just.
No, I
made
think
that
I
shit
did
up.
have some like political position of power. I think you're right.
So
But
you're not-
that seemed like farther in the future though. Like I've been having memories of like backward. Maybe I was before. Mayor, is there a mayor of Barkovia?
It would be of another city.
Because your
Or
father's the
town.
king. That wouldn't really make any sense, right? It'd have to be somewhere else.
We aren't really a monarchy.
Oh.
It's like the head senator.
So I may have.
We didn't hear you,
I
Cost.
wonder.
He's
I
like
wonder.
the head senator is what your dad is.
But it's
I-
also
mean-
like it's been a family line, but it's elected, so it's sort of like we.
But I
keep
could be.
forgetting it.
If I was a mayor, I could be like. There's a mayor of Barkovia, then, right? He's a senator and like in charge of like the overall state, and that would be just the city.
If it's a mayor, it might be like you would be. Oh, you mean mayor of this city? That could be.
Maybe. I don't know.
But so we need to look for marriage
You're the
records?
mayor of this city.
I might be. It's probably not. That would be too coincidental. That would be
But we
crazy.
can find out what city it was. We can look for marriage records.
I'm gonna
We can
go
look
with
for
that
installments of
story.
mayors.
And then, so if I did, we got to Arkwich around the same time. No, I was, I think I was there before you, Lucy. It's hard to remember. It's like another life almost.
So we have a full day plan now. We're gonna go to the city archives. We're gonna go to the library. Can I take you all to a tea shop for afternoon tea too? I know
This
the
all
best
sounds
place.
pretty boring.
I wonder if I knew you before. If there's a chance, if I was a part of political matters, then I may know who you are.
That's Lucy.
Yeah, we've met. But like the other me or whatever.
Oh yeah, Thomas.
Is that what my name was? That
Maybe.
almost felt
I
kind
thought
of
it
right.
was Still Oliver.
I don't know.
Let's try variants of Thomas. Tommy, Tom.
No, Thomas that felt good. Maybe that's my
Thomas.
middle name or
That
something.
charcoal drawing of Henry Cavill in her room. Does it say Oliver on it anywhere?
Maybe your first name is like Robert or
Does
Rob.
she realize that?
Rob Thomas.
No, that's
that
I've heard of him. I think he's another bard.
Rob Thomas.
Oh,
And I am the man. Wow, that's a lot of lore for one episode. And we have a plan
crazy.
for next game. Thank you for watching, you beautiful humans. I hope you had fun, because I sure know I did. There's more lore to be had in the future. I have stuff planned for Tito, and I have stuff planned for Boren, and I have a little bit more planned for Lucy and Oliver as well. So join us for those, and also apparently like a shopping library trip, which maybe I'll throw in like an assassin or something to mix it up. But join us for that.
No.
I'll see you all. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Is your blink.